All right.
This is where we do the McConaughey. All right.
We're live.
Hey everybody, we're here at Games and Comics in London, Kentucky, and we're getting ready to have a big game. This is Jamie Chambers. Everybody should recognize that name. He's been around a while. He's an old guy. But we still let him come in and run a game every once in a while, and by every once in a while I mean this is the first time. So we're going to be playing Delve into the Cave today. This is a brand new publication that Jamie has out from, what's the name of your company, Jamie?
Signal Fire Studios.
Signal Fire, that's right. Signal Fire Studios, just released at Origins, available probably through distribution before too long. It's an awesome product. I know because I helped back it on, well, it wasn't Kickstarter, it was GoFundMe, right?
Yeah, well, this is going through a couple of weird phases of funding, but so yeah, and this is the early access edition. There will be the actual retail one will have a different cover and be a little bit longer. So this is hardly anybody will have a copy of this for several months.
Yeah,
and you will have multiples.
Yes, I will.
So,
all right, so we're going to get playing. I'm playing a half-elf bard, first level.
All right, so everybody wants. I think it would be useful for us and me and the audience to know your name and your character's name and basic race class. We'll go around. We'll start with Marcus. Mark, what's your character's name?
Nard.
Nard the Bard.
Nard the Bard.
I like it.
Derek Hammerforge, Dwarven Cleric.
PNBN, Halfling Rogue.
I'm playing a Torn Born. I'm a human barbarian.
Elf Ranger named a Nooker.
Human Barbarian called Balma.
That's a nook out of you.
You what again? Sorry.
Barbarian called Balma.
Marcus, do me a favor so I can share this with all of our adoring fans. Could you log me into the store Wi-Fi?
I will try. Andrew, what is the store Wi-Fi password?
Stimpy with a capital S.
Hi.
Just announce it to the world.
It's a Wi-Fi.
We now know it. Everyone who comes in can now log in.
Free Wi-Fi.
Wait, we got Wi-Fi.
Everybody got dice? Everybody hooked up?
Is it showing both of them already?
If anybody wants a spiffy die rolling tray.
Very
Now I feel
Sorry, I put it in password. Put it in front of the lady because that's always what it is.
okay, so you tried to join as a guest. We don't want to join as a guest. So how do we not do that?
We cancel, you pick which network you want to be.
That one. Yeah.
Wait, really? Because on mine it's showing on the page.
Can we ask everyone if they can hear us okay? Will you ask
Hey,
them?
can everyone hear us okay on the stream?
Or I guess over here too. Can
Yeah.
players
And everybody, it's like, you don't have to talk quite as loud as me, but it probably will helpful if you try to project a
can
little bit.
players be heard?
Yeah, can you hear all of us?
Our stage
There you go.
voices. Speak from the
Stage
gut.
voice.
What's up, Billy?
Cards. So this is.
Hearing's good, they said.
Okay, we're in. I don't know where you want to go from there, so the cool's here.
Start.
That beeping you hear in the background is not a bomb getting ready to go off. We're shipping some stuff today.
It's not
we
our-
ship a lot of stuff every day. If you ever check our live feed on Facebook at Maddox Games and Comics London, you'll see we sell a ton of comic books and game accessories from our Facebook Live. So we actually have 2 live streams going right now. This one is for the cool kids playing D&D, and then the nerds are back there selling comic books.
Yeah.
That's what I was like.
I've been playing D&D since '74. I've never been called a nerd. Would you call me a nerd?
Not too famous.
I think people
Yeah, they just
might have been
said
slightly
here,
afraid to call you a nerd.
No, I was much smaller than him at my age. His age.
Put my little bucket. This is going to be something I've never tried before. Once we actually get to a certain point in the adventure, we're going to start using this weird little method to track time inside the dungeon. So this is something I saw this on some guy's blog as an idea. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I think I'm going to totally steal that.
You're going to need to make a saving throw versus vicious mockery.
I am immune to vicious mockery at this point in my life.
Nice.
Trust me.
I'm a +10 at that one.
Here's my.
I'm sorry, last campaign, they hurt my feelings with vicious mockery. They made me cry.
Was it with us?
My players, I always make them pay for every moment I suffer. I visit it back upon them.
Nice.
All right, give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and share the awesomeness going on, and then we will get going.
Oh
Really
no,
quick.
that never can.
So everybody, if you got a minute, share on your Facebook page about our stuff
Yeah.
from the feed. You already did. I haven't done it. I'm not that
too.
smart. He's very smart.
I am smart. Thank you.
I did it.
Well, I did too. Don't group me in that. Don't
Yeah,
group me
I'm
there.
like, hey,
Yeah.
come on now.
Yes, Tasha. You're smart.
Facebook Live Super Sale.
So Steve moves.
So I see the comics stream going.
Yeah, they do that a lot. They commonly have like 150 people
So
watching it. I mean, they're
where
not
should
busy right
It's
now.
on Games and Comics, London.
Games and
Yeah, I'm on Marcus King. This feed is on Marcus King.
Oh, it is?
It is because I'm on your.
I sure did.
'cause I'm on your-
Unfortunately, no, it's
I'm
not.
on your page, and that is not the case.
No, it's on the
It's on Games and Comics.
Games Economy.
Wow, we have 2 live feeds on Games of Comics.
Yep,
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
It is.
it hasn't. It didn't boot off the other one.
Wow,
Possibly
I'm
to stop.
amazed and impressed. Oh, there we are. There's you. I'm way over here.
I'm way over here.
Yeah.
Wave to the camera, please.
Let's see. I'm going to share that. I'm going to write post.
I'm against this.
I'm cooler than you are.
Big event here. Okay, that's not the right one. Now I'm confused. Okay. I put you in charge. Find this on Facebook and load it up.
Yeah.
While I pick out which dice I'm going to kill your characters with.
He's a teenager, so he knows all
We are under a time limit. We got to get this going.
Do you want to just share?
I'm just going to sit here so people can.
Oh, sweet.
Do you want to just share instantly, or do you want to do like?
Well, yeah. If you, well, I'll write a quickie, one little thing.
Yeah.
If you just hit the share button, I want to lead in.
Yeah. We are rocking it now.
This is
man.
where our director would say, "Turn off your mic, turn off your speaker, turn off."
Except the executive producer's playing. So the director don't get to say it.
This is true.
He's always trying to get me to turn off my mic.
What happens when the executive producer's in the movie? It really just
Yeah.
jacks everything up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stuck in my head now. It's just all downhill for you.
It's all
Yeah, I should be playing a bard, so I just haven't used to sing.
Wait, I was thinking monk. What's a bard?
You like to sing and
This isn't Warhammer.
Yeah,
What are we
you
doing?
like to play, instruments. What's your instrument? Lute. Flute.
Yeah, he's got a lute. His mini's got a lute strung over his back.
Sorry.
I'm
Loop
sorry,
like a
don't watch
flute?
cartoons.
No, I look like a
Looks
guitar.
like a guitar.
Oh, you're
I
not.
had
So
one.
you're like the
I watch.
you're like the Eric Clapton of the group.
Nice.
It's Japanese.
The drummer boy.
Anime.
Yeah.
70s anime.
Woo.
That's what I'm missing.
The only way to get.
What do you need?
Oh,
You
I
got
got
dice.
it. Oh, I got dice too.
It's a game store. I have dice.
Always
The
trying to
things
sell.
that are adorable and
No, I wasn't trying to sell them to you. I was just trading to you.
That's all right.
Adult Swim.
Dice is one thing I have.
Tsunami.
Now
Saturday night. Come
I
on.
picked my murder weapons for the evening. We're good there.
Here you go.
All right, let me write
You're
this in real quick.
I don't know how to do it on tablet per se.
You gotta stay up Saturday night and watch
Go
tonight.
to share,
I was getting
No,
chumbled
I
for
haven't
so
tango.
seen
copy
anything
link,
like that.
and then I'll just have to go out of it.
I don't have TV shows.
Go out of it. Just go to-
What?
Yeah.
Okay, Netflix.
Netflix.
I got Netflix and Hulu.
Okay.
Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll with anime.
Yeah. What Crunchyroll?
That's my daughter. My daughter has
Sword
always
Art
got the anime
Online.
going.
Bleach.
Naruto, One Piece, Lucky Star. All different kinds.
Rick and Morty, Archer. I mean, you know.
There it is.
Good stuff.
South Park.
That's good, Sam.
You're going down here.
Yeah.
Agreed. Like,
It's definitely not anime.
no,
It's a cartoon.
I like anime movies.
Okay.
But the cartoons, I just literally can't follow series. Yeah, like
Movies? Man, okay.
Spirited Away.
Princess Mononoke.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Once you start going to Miyazaki, then
Yeah.
that's my
Oh,
jam.
yeah.
I don't
I
like.
don't
Spirited Away is one of my top 5 favorite movies
Yeah,
of all
me
time.
too.
My next
Yeah, I
tattoo
love
is going to be
Fantastic.
Planet of the Apes or Princess Mononoke. So, I'm going to get both. Just don't know which one will be next.
Yeah. Which Planet of the Apes?
You won.
The original, the new, the half dozen in between.
Well, I like the originals, but I don't. I mean, I like the new ones. Kind of, they're entertaining, but for
Right.
storyline and everything else, the originals.
Mine's going to be for the first.
Turn this
For the
off because
makeup,
that would be incredibly distracting if
Well,
I'm
yeah.
looking
for
at
the
myself.
actual
Yeah.
movie itself, the original.
Yeah.
What about Tim Burton's one? Does he get no love?
No.
Tim
No,
Burton gets
no.
no love for the
No.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh.
If you want Marky Mark versus the apes, then we're going to have some. Alright. A couple of other.
I'm a serious Marky Mark fan, though, so I mean.
Yeah, they'll live there.
Sorry.
I actually like Mark Wahlberg quite a bit, but that was a terrible, terrible one.
Yeah.
These are cheats. Cheats.
Cheap.
Says you like
Yeah.
So each square, right?
Yep, each square's. Is it different? Like, is each square still 5 feet?
Each square's 5 feet.
Okay.
This is this other stuff.
you get something I want, don't hang on to it.
So how was Origins? Did you manage not to get elected to something?
I went with zero intention of running, and then I got asked to run, but thank God I did not win.
What did you run for?
I was asked to run for just an at-large board member position at the very last minute. A couple of the other board members wanted me to run because of some stuff that was going on, but in the end, didn't quite go that way. But the people I would have voted for the board members that did win. One was Anne Marie from Fireside Games, who I only was barely acquainted with, and she came up and talked about her pre-game industry background and then what she's been doing, and I was like, well, she's a very impressive lady. And the other is Jeff Tidball, who everybody knows.
Right.
And also quite qualified and a guy I trust to make good decisions. So I'm like, I am totally cool with it. I didn't go there looking to jump back in after 9 years.
Right?
I did my time.
We just don't know any.
The last ingredients that I left in the car.
Yeah, I got
Maybe have a pencil we can
Critical
grab.
Role. I know Critical Role guys.
Thank you. All right.
Two games.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You got two games.
Yeah, you played for, like, Halo 2. I remember that.
It's DMMD. Those guys. Yeah.
The ones that I printed in?
I am a noob.
The ones that you don't have to know anything. That's the
Oh, you got two moves.
the only thing you have to do in D&D is I tell you what's going on, you think about who your character is, and tell me what you want to do based on those 2 pieces of information. We'll tell you what dice to roll and where to push your character if that's what you need to do. So
D20 is your friend. Unless it rolls a bunch of ones, which is why I took a halfling.
yeah, the D20's funny enough never been really my friend. Me and the D20 have a problem.
I say that's why I took a halfling. Reroll those ones.
Oh, there we go. I was like, where are these cards that I worked really hard
I
on?
play a halfling barbarian. Always do these 2 points
Yeah, I make cards for you guys, and I also make cards for me,
Whenever he
so that I
starts
don't have
his,
to
my
constantly reference
secondary
things.
character is a dwarven thief. Those two go together like butter.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some other than human. I've played with human so far.
Oh, upstairs.
For Tiefling Bard. Probably a Tiefling Bard.
Alright,
Hey!
All right, you skinny people have to make space for that guy.
we have our 7th. Cool.
You made it.
So,
They can play that dumb.
so
We can play it dumb
what?
cricket.
Since everybody else actually got here in time,
Yeah.
what is the whole? What do you think the whole in the party is in terms of like what kind of character would help balance things out?
We need a
Arcane caster,
Yeah.
probably a wizard.
wizard or a cleric. Probably a wizard. Probably a wizard.
Elven wizards.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
I got my.
Oh, Elvin
That
Wisdom.
scares me.
Alright, so where's the character?
I have a character buried under here.
Hey,
I got it.
Elvin Wizard, I got covered. It's a drow elf, right?
So what were we saying?
What kind of wizard?
Wizard, okay, we have druid, rogue, elf, wizard.
There you go.
Or there's a tiefling warlock.
I'll go with the elf wizard.
Okay, here we go. Elf wizard with all your spells and cards already set up for you.
All you need is a name.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll need a name and a gender, and then I'll grab you a mini. Also, because you are a wizard and have to prepare your spells, you're going to need to go ahead and pick which one of those. Because I believe,
Run away.
the magic,
What'd you do, Warren?
arcane recovery, blah,
What do you
blah,
mean
blah,
this time?
spellcasting. So yeah, you can prepare 4 spells per day. You only actually have 2 slots, but you can put
Okay.
4 to
Yeah, don't
your
step on
menu
the
spells
D4,
are
that'll
4. You
hurt.
can cast 2 of them per day.
The 20 yeah.
Cantrips, of course, you can do over and over again.
The
So
kid
do
from
you want a
Home Alone
dude elf
there,
wizard or a
they
lady
have
elf
four
wizard?
scars.
Yeah.
I'll do an elf wizard, yeah.
Dude or a lady?
Lady. We'll go lady.
Oh, nice. All right, we'll get
Or a dude that looks like
her. She's
Mine could have been a lady that looked like a dude with that charisma.
All of us have negative.
Look, cow talk.
I think all of us have a negative in something.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we actually all do.
No, your face, you're negative in charisma.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you're just as ugly as I am, huh?
I know.
Oh,
Alright.
It's
that's-
horrible.
I know,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Looks like
We're,
a tavern.
we're gonna go start in tavern.
That's just
Give me
kinda hot.
one more piece of homework I'm gonna give you guys, but we can work on while we're actually beginning. This is just a reference for me, so I need. This is one of the things I wanted to prep this morning, but things didn't work out. I actually picked up a giant piece of contract work this morning.
Nice.
So I was busy meeting and talking about that and walked away with a down payment on all of that. So right before I drove here. So.
What he's saying is he's got a pocket full of cash.
I have a somewhere a bunch of cash is very well hidden.
Not a creep.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a thief.
I think his armor class is about a 9.
I'm a thief. I'm just gonna pick his pocket. No, not with that roll.
I'm extremely easy to hit.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm rough on mechanical pencils.
Clearly. And you're very excited.
I've been drinking a lot of coffee. Trade ideal mod. Real to read the thing.
I programmed your other 3, but I haven't started painting them yet.
Okay, so what I need everybody to do, give you these little cards. These are going to come back to me, and this is just to make it easier for me to reference stuff in the middle of the game. I need the following information. I need your character name up top, player name. I need your armor class, your passive perception score, and then you don't have to like write out the whole thing, but literally just the most summed up version of the 4 personality traits that are down here. Your personality trait, your ideal, your bond, and your flaw. Because playing that stuff, that's how you. Because it'll be, since I have, like, it was like 18 pre-generated characters, I do not remember what everybody's little individual quirks are, and it'll be hard for me to properly reward you guys inspiration if I don't have at least a cheat sheet. And it'd be nice to be able to know if I hit you without having to constantly ask. Yeah. Which is just your perception modifier plus 10. It should all the pre-generated characters should have passive perception thrown down. Yeah, low wisdom characters are not going to have a good passive perception. Their passive perception is going to suck.
Blue of 13.
What's that say? Oh, trait. Yeah.
So, anything interesting going on in the stream? Do we have any actually watching this
We have
insanity?
We have 20 people watching.
20 people. Well, hello to our. I wasn't had zero idea what to expect. In terms
Earl
of audience.
Patterson's watching. I'll just call names out and you can say hi to them.
Yeah, do that, Kim.
Let's see. Oh, actually, the young lady who was helping me at my booth.
Josh wants to know what this is.
This is, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition.
Playing an original adventure that I wrote, and is an early access version published. This store and Marcus were our sponsor. I mean, literally, you. I don't know why I'm being repeatedly called, but I'll just take care of it real quick. Hi, I'm kind of busy right now. Can't talk. If you go on Facebook, you can actually see me live, and you can join the audience. I'm running a game of D&D at a game store. Are you ever
What's
going
up,
to
Josh New?
Hey guys, I got an idea. Make
What?
it easy
Well, you
for
called
us.
me twice in a row. Just go to Facebook and go to my front page. It'll be right
Write
there.
their own character's name and set it up.
All right,
We
have fun.
all folded one and put our characters' names up like this. Too.
So we
Now I'm
know each
muting
other
my
are.
Yeah, everybody else can see.
Yeah, and you want.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then he can see them and I have to look down.
I appreciate everybody doing all the busy work to get us started. You can go ahead and place your characters in this adorable little tavern. If I need to, I've got a town map we can put out outside it if the action goes
Go
there.
outside.
Let's see here. This looks like it's a stage. I'm going to get there. Play music.
Everybody has pretty much better handwriting than me, so that's good.
I was gonna say put me together after the shot.
Leah? Armor's terrible.
And because with these characters, I don't know that we'll. If something kicks in that ties to your background, your personality trait, or any of those four things, feel free to just nudge me and say, "Hey, Mr. DM, you remember this thing?" Because you guys deserve inspiration for when this stuff either comes up on its own in the adventure, or you do stuff related to that. So, you guys are all beginning in the town of Shadowhaven, kind of out on the edge. Not exactly a frontier town, but it's just kind of where the edge of civilization spills off into wilderness. And legends say that a long time ago, this region was once dominated by these shadow elves, these fey creatures that rule all over the place before the humans expanded and took over the whole region. But this has been, a small town, but prosperous, and everything has gone well here for a long time. You guys have all come here for reasons of your own, and find yourselves gathering in the tavern because it's not getting so pleasant at night. And you have noticed, depending, not all of you necessarily stayed here the same length of time, but over the past days, you can see problems that everybody's been complaining about have been getting worse. At night, no one's sleeping properly. They're hearing strange noises. Animals are acting skittish and sometimes even, biting and attacking people. Children are crying and screaming at night, and the nights seem to be darker and longer. And something seems to be going on. The food doesn't taste quite right, to where the wine has this mild taste of vinegar, and the meat feels like it's just on the edge of spoiling. And it's just something clearly is up around here, and nobody knows why. So everybody either goes home or huddles toward the indoors, and this is right as the sun is beginning to set. As you guys are here at dinner time. And we've got over here. Let me talk to you. Is Marissa over here behind the bar?
Yep.
Marissa's gonna
Yeah, got a, all right. You know Christmas, I can win this time.
I didn't have no, never mind.
Oh, you're dwarf. What was it?
No, I'm happily broke.
Irreversible
Just little
dwarf.
peasant dudes just hanging out over here.
Incurable happily.
So I'm trying to sing a song as a bard to try to lift everyone's spirits
Oh, you do?
because, you know, it seems like everyone's kind of down and sour and dour in this town. So I am trying to
You want to
raise
play a
spirits.
jaunty tune?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
jaunty.
why don't you roll a performance?
A performance check. So I get to roll a performance. I'm +5 in that performance. Plus I'm trying really hard. Is that an extra +2?
Well, I will keep that in mind.
I rolled a 10.
Roll that. That's with modifiers.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Okay. You're singing a song, your voice cracks a little bit, and there's like this sound of maybe the howl of a wolf or the cry of a dog, and you try to hold it, and you're just looking over, and it just maybe isn't quite as awesome and inspiring as you were hoping for.
Ugh, this is horrible.
All right. And what are we doing, Sir Dwarf?
I'm sitting at the bar drinking my mead.
All right. So you're a mead man. All right, yeah. You notice it's just like everything else here. It's got that something slightly off taste. Like it's like cloyingly sweet in a not a good way. Well, you know, even by those standards, you've already lowered yourself to by being here in this place. Yeah, it's just not quite right. And everything has been like that. The bread and the meat and the cheese, everything tastes funky and leaves like a coating in your mouth, and you are unsettled. And as the sun is going down, the shadows just seem to be slightly longer than they should be.
Uh-oh.
What are you up to?
That's a bad
I'm
sign.
looking for some poor rich soul with more money than he knows what to do with, distracted by the bar.
Nobody's playing the paladin in this group, right? You and
Weren't you the paladin?
no, he's the elf wizard. Now I do believe though your character is. There is one guy who this slender elf does seem to be dressed in finery and seems to have a bulging coin purse.
This is going to get derailed. Our party's on worse.
All right, so you're looking for a mark. You're standing over there. So you're standing over there while he's singing a kind of depressing song. We're all gonna be all right, you guys.
And I just popped up against the wall looking to see who's distracted and
All
got
right.
extra cash.
So we got 2 barbarians in the group, which is awesome. All right, so what are you up to?
I'm probably staring out the window, telling old stories of the wilderness with my other barbarian friends.
Okay.
Distracted.
I'm sitting there eating this disgusting food, just wondering why I'm here to begin
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, it's like even on a good day, this place would be slumming it, and it's even worse than usual. What's going on with Anouk?
I'm gonna be encouraging the bard with his bad song. 'Cause that song
Golf
was
clap.
awesome.
I'm trying to talk to Torn here, but I'm just getting distracted by this terrible singing.
We have to go outside, yeah.
Why is she on the stage? Go.
All right, the animal howl that
Yeah.
distracted you and made you roll so bad totally wasn't your fault. It gets louder, and everybody roll a perception check for me, please.
20.
14.
Wait, I get perception.
12. I made it. 14. I made my passive perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the good news is whatever your passive perception is, you can't basically roll lower than that. That's kind of like your baseline of where your character's normal awareness is. But in these situations where you might have a chance to hear something, then you better. Who got a 15 or higher?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay, well, most of you.
Plus 5.
Those of you who do that, and you, with your sharp ears, you hear even more. But all of you hear this sound. Sounds like maybe like a dog pack running through the street, and some weird low growls. And you actually hear just the heavy breathing and footsteps of what sounds like a child who's as he's running and coming closer toward you guys.
Somebody should open the door and let them all in.
Go to the door and try to see what's
Okay, go ahead and move yourself to the door.
That's the door.
That's the door's right there. Yeah.
He has no idea what.
No, that's the wall. You walk straight into the wall.
You
Yeah,
have worked
you're right there.
so
So
much
you,
for
so
me.
you open the door or just
I do
stand.
open the door.
Okay, you open the door. All right, everybody go ahead and roll initiative because now the action's going to start getting.
Trust so much me. You don't even know where the door is. Oh, really?
As well, you should.
Okay, let's see. Roll 4.
You're not big.
Initiative. That's intelligence.
So it'll be, your initiative will just be a d20 plus your dexterity bonus.
Dex plus 9, so that's still not there.
I got a 19.
Okay, hold on to those
I
rules.
imagine in this group that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I
Plus
rolled
Dex, that means I got a
You got
21.
I got a 12.
Maybe a good day for me.
I think Rangers.
I think I rolled like 1s and 2s
I got a
last game.
16, but I got a -1 to my.
All right, I'm just going
Man,
to
you're gonna have a rough time.
I'm going to use my character cards here.
You're not going
So,
first,
so I'm
ever.
going to go ahead and write.
Luckily, I'll just fail.
All right, Torn, what's your initiative?
19.
Oh,
Oh,
that's me. 21.
Let's go and order these cards so I can write these character names in. We got Leah.
9.
Got Balmon.
7.
Seven.
Oh, why did we coordinate that?
Oh, that's too corny.
Derek Hammerforge.
We have different backstories, though, don't we?
15.
You're local. Not from this.
Yeah, I'm local. Wife left me. Kids left me.
So you're just an angry drunk guy.
Yep.
Yeah, you are one of the blacksmiths that work in town. This is home for you, and the bar is especially home for you lately. Pinbin.
12.
We got some okay initiatives here. We have Nard, the bard.
19.
From the Nard family.
Yeah. Nard, Mard.
As good as Torn. And lastly, we have an.
9.
Okay. And then lastly, two more. Marcus, I nominate you to roll a d20 for the various peasants in the bar. That'll just be their initiative.
10.
I got a dick.
There's average roll for average folk.
Yeah.
So they- These guys.
This is Amazing Spider-Man. Renew your vows.
All right, cool. So, this is what happens. Right here, this is kind of, we're freezing right at the moment. The initiative order starts just as the dwarf goes, flings open the door, and now Torn can react.
How big is the doorway? Can I fit through there also?
Yeah, I mean, you're a big guy. You gotta kind of
Yeah.
punch just a little to slide under there.
Yeah. Through my connection with the wilderness creatures, I'm gonna walk outside and I'm gonna see if I can see what I see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just walk past him right to
And what's your moving? Just 30, right, or is it faster than that?
Yeah, I'll just go 30. Yeah, edge of the grass is fine.
There you go. Get right there. All right. Well, you do see once you go outside, you can see just in the shadows, which are it's way darker than it should be for this time of day. And you see just kind of the basic silhouette of what looks like maybe a 9, 10-year-old male child running, and then you just see just moving shapes, the sound of paws striking the cobblestone, and red eyes just coming right at in a beeline like this way.
Okay, so I was.
So do you want to hold an action?
Yeah, I'll
Do you
hold
want
from
to
there.
move back inside?
Yeah, I hold.
Okay. Do you want what you? This case, this is getting all 5th edition nerdy now, but you can declare an action to go. You can no longer just wait to decide what you're going to do. So,
Yeah.
So you're saying you want to wait and strike an enemy that comes near you? Is that one of the action you want to hold?
Yeah.
Okay. You got that readied. Something is coming at you. You don't know what it is yet. All right, Nard.
So I am going to ready my hand crossbow, and I would like to use my bonus action, and then hold my main action.
Okay.
And for a bonus action, I'm going to, for a better word, cast bardic inspiration
So you're gonna.
on this guy. Bam.
So you're.
So one time, during your turn, in the next 10 minutes, which is 60 melee rounds, I guess, you can roll a d6 and add it to your attack or saving throw.
You got an inspiration die you can spend to pretty much anything.
Even damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get to add it after your basic die roll. But you have to do it before
I
he makes
announce
an official ruling of that missed.
Right.
So you might want to say, I'm considering using this, blah, 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 roll your thing, and then...
So you're inspired. The bard suddenly just chants this, starts singing this song about how great you are behind you. You're just like, you're pumped.
He's good all of a sudden.
All right.
Always sing.
I have a
When you sing about me, you do much better.
I don't know if you're part of my group or not.
Probably not. Probably not.
I have a sneaking suspicion
Probably not.
that the gnome has summoned these
But if you
wolves.
are, I won't rob you.
Yeah, that guy.
I think I had
Well, I
that.
was real confused for a second. I'm like,
It's
no,
worth. I had
what?
that figure on a horse. I didn't know that.
I'm going to use a halfling to represent the kid because I don't have a little kid mini handy. I actually do have some, but I don't.
There's a dude on a horse down there.
Well, no, I have one. The guy in the doorway, I have that miniature on a horse.
Kid comes just running in and just kind of blazes past everybody and just like grabs the side of the table. He's
Yeah, right?
Protect yourself.
It's my turn, that's what I'm yelling to these guys. You know, shut the door, the kids in here.
Leave the barbarian out.
then these things that look, they're completely shaped differently. They look like enlarged, just like regular shaggy dogs you see around town, but they've got shadows just sort of licking and undulating all over their bodies. Their eyes are glowing red, and they're just exude kind of cold and dread. And they run up. Here, dwarf, the other one will be here.
See what you did?
So, Torn has held an action. Sorry, microphone. Which means you can go ahead and take a shot at one of these guys.
As a bonus action, I'm going to rage, and then I'm going to attack the one I'm facing straight toward. So the first
One that way?
yeah, straight that way.
Or straight toward me?
Yeah,
Okay.
straight toward you.
Got it.
Story of them all.
Yeah.
Peter Parker's graduation. Will the specter of Spider-Man ruin the
Oh. So I rolled a 10.
Alright, that is not a hit.
Amazing Spider-Man issue 185?
So red.
Under your attack action, it should tell you all your bonuses.
So I rolled 15.
Okay, that is a hit.
So I keep it up. Yeah, so yeah. Alright, so hitting him with my great sword. So it would add to a 5.
Am I allied with
2d6.
anybody here?
Well, we kind of left that vague, so you can just decide. I mean, how well you know any of these people, or it could be complete strangers. We're jumping straight in, so we can just roll with it.
Yeah, but I was wondering if he was part of my little faction or not. Even though he got the not full purse. See.
Plus 5 to that. Oh, that's. Is it plus 5 to hit?
If you got, it shouldn't be just your strength bonus, which by I think is a plus 3.
Right. So it'll be 12. We plus 5 for raging, right? Yep. So it'll be 17.
17 is a lot, but not enough to drop it.
And played.
So you slam down on this thing with your great sword, slice into it. It screams, and it just literally this vague black mist comes out of its mouth. But it's still up. So now the hounds go. The hounds. All right, we have one attacking a dwarf. Let's see. Where's my dwarf? I'll get my dwarf number over here first. Them handy. Alright, so, one of them epically misses the cleric. I guess, inspired as you are, you just block up the jaws slam into your shield, no problem at all. In fact, because it rolled a 1, I'll just say that you literally knocked it back 5 feet, just smacked it back with your shield. Alright, well done. And 2, go after the barbarian. Now, under your current state, do you have like under damage resistance, or what is the way rage reads?
What am I looking at?
What rage does?
Oh, rage.
I play a Pathfinder barbarian, so I want to get my wires crossed.
Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage.
Got it. That's what I thought.
Yep.
Alright, so that would be a big fat miss on the first, and not so well on the second, maybe. Alright, you are hit. Barely, and now you're going to take reduced damage. You take, with go ahead, with the resistance already applied, 2 points of damage.
Okay.
As this thing just barely gets you. Alright.
It stepped on your foot.
Alright, Derek. You slammed it back with your shield. Now you see all 3 of them are kind of just like lined up there in front of the human barbarian. He took a bite.
I'll point my hammer at it and say by Morden's fiery forge, and I'll call down guiding bolt on it.
Nice.
And I will use my for a 15.
15 is a hit.
And 46. Radiant damage. 11, 16. 16.
Well, radiant damage is bad for these things. So this thing just like, it seems to, it's almost like flame, but not really. And it just suddenly slows, and then suddenly the corpse of just a regular dog in town, just some mutt, it just suddenly falls dead with its tongue lolled out of its mouth and its eyes rolled back in its head.
I knocked the puppy out of it.
Nice.
So now we just have like a little dead dog over here. Oh well, that sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
Nice to do. You want to take a move?
I do. I want to move up
All right.
to next to the barbarian.
All right.
Next to Torn.
Step
He's
up.
not the only target.
All right. Other than the kid, we got the regular peasant folk. These guys immediately step back and say, "Oh no, not again!" And they immediately duck down behind the table.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Marissa behind the bar, she immediately kind of ducks down, pulls out. She has like a knife under the bar. She pulls it in her hand, and then her husband steps over here in the corner. And yeah, everybody's pretty much cowering at the moment.
So there's a.
And the little kid will join their initiative on the next turn. All right, Pinbin, what's up?
I'm just gonna hold action.
All right, you stand back to see what's going on. Now, do you want to ready in action? That would change. You have to say what you would want to do. If,
Well, I saw the dog come in the door and get knocked back out, right?
right.
So I probably pull my weapon.
Okay, so you just want to. So which weapon do you want to have out?
Both my short sword and my dagger.
Okay, so you got those ready. So if anything comes near you, you're going to stab it.
I'm ready for it.
Got it. All right, Anouk. What you
Is
want to
there
do?
enough room in the doorway for me to possibly just like go right there and maybe shoot an arrow?
Well, it is shooting through. There would be a disadvantage, and then if you roll the 1, you might shoot them straight in the back.
So I'm just gonna move towards the door, but I'm gonna
Just stay
hold
right
my
there?
I'm gonna
Okay.
hold my action like a attack if something comes near me. I'm gonna,
All right, do you want to have your melee weapon out?
yeah, I'll do my main.
So which is what?
Short sword.
Short sword. Okay, you got your short sword out. If any of these dogs bust through, you're ready for it.
I have a clue.
Okay, so you ready that? All right, Leah.
I am going to. Looks like I can see them. I'm going to cast Magic Missile on the one that he's already hit.
Okay. Luckily, that is an unerring kind of a thing. So you.
Hold up, man.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right. Go ahead and roll some. You can roll a
3D.
whole D. Yeah, or actually, what is magic missile?
3D4.
3D4, that's right here.
2, 4, 6, 9. Points of damage.
All right. Now, which one are you targeting?
The same one that has already been hit.
Not the dead one.
And yes, you notice something. The one that was already damaged just goes down, and the shadows just sort of slide off of it. And once again,
I'm kind of feeling bad about that.
murdering the town dogs. All right, Belmont.
Kind of.
Let's see. Can I get through the doorway?
Yeah, I mean, you can get through. I mean, if you and moving through friendlies is just considered difficult, so it count as two squares of moves, basically.
So, can I move here?
Yeah, sure. No problem. Yeah, you can. Sure.
Oh, well, actually, I could throw a dagger at it.
No reason not to.
Yeah, I'll throw a dagger at this.
Alright, you whip out a knife, and you hurl it right at the thing.
20.
Oh.
Crit! Alright, well, go ahead and double it.
No.
So ticked off, you stupid dogs!
But 2 ones.
Oh, brutal.
Yep.
4.
4. Alright. With a mighty 4 points of damage with your crit, you sink a knife into the side of this thing, but it's still up, still snapping. Alright, we are back up. It is inning number 2. It is Torn's turn.
That's why I have rage. That's why I have rage.
You are raging.
Yep. So you're
You're
not.
mad.
If ain't broke, ain't fix it. So I'm gonna hit the last one standing.
There you go.
So I got, geez, I got 3 plus, I got, so like 6.
That would be a miss.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Swing and a miss. Alright, it is Nardward's turn.
A minimum of 10, come on.
5, 10, 15, 20,
You 10 to get a naked guy standing there.
30. And I'm going to. Did you use that thing? Yeah. All right. So can I hit it with a
I think back, look, you all take the damage.
I'm gonna shoot it with my hand.
14 points.
Okay. Now you were firing through friendlies. That will be at disadvantage. You get to, you know the deal with that. Roll it twice.
Yeah, he
Take
thinks
the
that's
worst.
Let's take it.
And try not to roll really, really bad.
And
Oh, yeah, I'm just thinking back.
10.
10 is a miss, but luckily it only passes through the cloak of the raging barbarian. It doesn't actually shoot him in the back.
Yeah. I just decided to give it to and it's got a little magnet up there, so it goes like the space shuttle.
I'm picking one of those up.
That's kind of cool. People in the street should show it to the people who are studio.
Yeah, this is a super cool dice tower. You can turn it into like a cup holder by putting this in the bottom of it and just hold your drink. Or you can take it out, put this in it, and roll the standard size Chessex style dice through it. And in this case, I'm rolling some metal ones as well as some plastic ones. So yeah, super cool stuff.
That is a little tchotchke. All right. So you missed, but didn't, like I said, didn't shoot the raging barbarian in the back, which is the important thing.
So I can
Appreciate that.
I can then cast a minor illusion.
So bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast minor illusion on this as a 0 level spell, and I'm going to try to frighten the dog off with sounds,
Okay. What kind of sounds are you making?
like a loud clanging kind of
Clang,
sound.
clang, like pots and pans
Yeah.
banging together. Okay.
Your normal music.
I want to run it off.
Why didn't you just sing it that song?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and
That should have scared it off.
go ahead and roll an intimidation check for me, but you can give it an advantage since you got magic to back you up.
Intimidation, nice.
Intimidation.
Let's see where I find this.
And if you don't have proficiency in it, then just use your charisma bonus.
My charisma bonus, I like it.
Yeah.
That's plus 3. And advantage.
I think charisma
20.
Nice. All right. The dog is definitely bothered by what you just did.
Same.
Speaking of hounds, another one shows up, leaping over, and I'll go ahead and get the corpses of the poor little doggies out of the way.
Is it the monster's turn? I thought he was next.
No, hounds go before the dwarf.
Okay.
So, jumps over here, and these guys are right. This is now it currently. The one you scared with the clinging sound has disadvantage in his bite on the barbarian.
Nice.
And rolled a natural 1 thanks to you, basically. Just
So he
completely
gets
screwed up.
an attack of opportunity on it?
Let's see. How are we going to rule this one? No chance of dropping weapon? Yeah, sure. All right. The shadow dog in front of you is seems all distracted. You get a free attack.
I'll take it. Yeah. Come on. I got 10. I got 13.
13 is just enough to hit.
Yeah, I'll take it. So 3 plus 4 plus.
It's another 3 for you.
Hit 1d6 plus 3. Yeah, so what was that? 4 plus 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 5, so 15.
That is
What's math?
That's pretty rude. Alright, it is not down, but it is badly hurt. You're welcome.
What is that?
Combat packet tracker from Open Mind Games. I got a long time ago.
Open Mind Games. I'm gonna have to check on that.
Handy little. I've been using this for a couple editions of DD. I don't even know if this is still made anymore, but I think I see them around. I've had this one forever. All right, Derek. Wait, no, that's wrong because I actually get an attack on you. That guy jumped in your face. Pardon me, I didn't mean to not attack you. However, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a miss. These guys are not doing so well on the rolls. No, wait, yeah. All right, it bites at you. Once again, your armor is just this little tank of a guy. And it just
Whatever
does
shall
not hurt
you do?
Seeing how effective
And now it is your turn.
guiding bolt was, I will call down the same flame, just not as strong, with a sacred flame. And they will roll a dexterity save for half damage.
Okay, and this just affects the one.
Yep, just the one.
No, that's a cantrip. I think you got to roll the hit for that one.
No, so they make a dex.
Oh, so they're saving throws. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. And what's the DC on your saving throws? It should be down on your
14.
split. 14. All right. It misses horribly. So.
3 radiant.
All right. Well, it means 6 damage because these guys do not like radiant one little bit.
That was a lot with
All right. All right. Do you want to take any move, or are you just gonna stay wherever you are? I mean, you're like this. Like I said, so far your armor is doing pretty well. All right. The little boy jumps in the bar, jumps behind, and hides. Everybody else just kind of cowers, and they're not going to really do anything as long as you guys keep the dogs outside. Pinbin.
Make my way around to see what's going on.
You over there?
I'm hiding out back there.
Don't worry, the dwarf and the barbarians will take care of this.
Okay.
Just sit back there in the back.
That's what I'm doing. Hiding out.
Dang, I'm gonna kind of go back here and ask the kid what's going on.
The dogs are trying to kill me.
Well, that's awesome. We're
All right, you only have a moment for 5 minutes. So you go over there, you have a couple seconds of conversation, and we'll pick back that up with that. Leah,
I'm gonna hold action.
It's just weird.
is there anything you specifically want to ready, or just wait until next round?
Pretty much just waiting until next round.
Okay. Our Belmum.
Alright, I'll move forward here and I'll swing down with my warhammer,
Okay.
both hands.
Nice.
16 plus 5, 21.
Definitely a hit.
Alright, that's the D10 plus 3, 6.
Okay. And that's the guy that's been chewed up a lot. You smashed his skull in. And yes, you know the drill. It turns out to just be an ordinary dog that has been infected with some kind of horrible magic, and you just see his pathetic little schnauzer corpse staring back up at you, giving you nothing but guilt and more anger.
Feel my pain. Feel my pain.
Murdering all the dogs. Why? Alright, this is the beginning of round 3, and we're back to Torn.
Alright, the last one then.
Alright, here's the turn, and you're dead.
15, 16, 17.
That's a hit.
Alright. 3 plus 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 5, so that's 17.
Ouch. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for that guy. You slice him in half, and you find both halves of like a German Shepherd.
Aww.
And now there's no more. This is all there were. You the sounds recede, even though the darkness still just seems darker and just slightly colder than it should be. Because it's still, I mean, the sun just set, and now it looks like it's close to midnight. Like everything's darker than it should be, and even like the lights inside just seem muted somehow, as if the shadows are stronger. But we're out of combat. The little boy, just in the interest of time, you have a quick conversation with the kid, and he just said, yeah, he was trying to get home before sunset because his mother told him that everybody needs to be home before sunset, but he was running late from his chores, and then he came back, and then suddenly the pack of dogs that was just kind of trotting along behind him suddenly, became these things and went from trotting along behind him like they always do to chasing him. He's got tears streaming down his face because he knows these are like the neighborhood dogs, and he knows them all. And at the same time, he doesn't know what happened. And so Marissa behind the bar is comforting the kid, little boy, and everybody's just talking in hushed voices about what's going on. And you hear sounds like the town is cursed.
Seems like this is a bad time to be in. Think we should travel?
Burn open.
Well, okay, with medicine, yeah, you're definitely seeing like one of them was cut completely in half. Another one had his head smashed in. Okay, why don't you give me a religion check?
14.
Okay. Well, you would guess that there is some dark power possibly at work, but that something's going on. That this looks like another symptom of some kind of like possibly the idea of this town being cursed, like some of these locals peasants are talking about. Very well may be the case, but you're not sure specifically what's going on. Anybody proficient in Arcana?
Yes. So you're going to last
Mr.
all
Wizard? Bard, do you have Arcana?
Where do I find my?
Skill proficiencies.
Oh, yep. Plus 3.
All right, anybody with Arcana is welcome to go ahead and make a roll.
Correct.
Yep, they got it.
No, you don't know what's going on. However, Mr. Nat 20 over there. Yeah, you do feel like that in your short time in this town, there is this energy that seems connected to shadow. And as an elf, you also feel like there's some kinship to maybe some type of your own people, but certainly not like a high elf like you, but maybe some type of fae. And you do know that in the ancient times, like this region, supposedly these shadow fae, these elves who were from the place where the worlds of shadow and fairy meet and come into this world, they used to dominate this area before the humans pushed them out long ago. And that something is creeping back in, and that something is undoing that magic, and this town probably is cursed. There's got to be a source of all this.
Who's in charge of this town? I say, it just occurred to me.
They have a local town council, and they have some elders.
Are any of them here in the bar with us?
No, they're all at home, locked up and away from the stuff going on tonight.
So this bar, this tavern that we're in, they ran into this before, and they didn't lock the doors at a certain time or warn anyone to walk.
Well,
They do.
this is now you talk to Marissa, the bartender, and she says even though they've heard strange noises, no one's ever been attacked before. Like this is not like this is the first time violence has broken out. I mean, other than just every once in a while, an animal has snapped and bit at somebody, or just acted skittish and weird. But there's no turning into monsters is a brand new thing that hasn't happened before tonight. But she said that it seems like whatever's happening around here seems to be getting worse and worse. Every single night, like something's happening and it goes worse.
Well, we're very
people
lucky.
are talking about whether it's a good idea to leave or not.
Do we know when it started?
We're very lucky. There's a ranger here to lead our group to conquering these evil things, and
How long it started? We're talking about 2 weeks since the first time people noticed some weirdness beginning.
So it's getting stronger.
No.
Anything
Oh, yeah,
that
that's what
took
you're gonna do.
place
You're gonna have
special 2 weeks ago? Anything that was out of the ordinary? Anything unusual?
Sure.
About 2 weeks
Okay.
ago that
I'll lead you from the rear.
All right. You're asking her, she's like, nothing in particular, even though she does say just over 2 weeks ago. I guess there's only one thing that's unusual, but I don't know how it could possibly relate. She tells you that there's this lady named Winda who was traveling with her. She was accompanying a merchant caravan to go see family in another town, and she was bringing her little boy who was about 3 years old. And she said that when they were on the road, that something took her baby, even though we were talking about a toddler, that took him away and left something behind that wasn't him. And nobody believed her because they looked, and she said he just didn't look right. You know, the way he smiled, the way he looked at her, the things he said didn't match her little boy. But then when she told her, her companions on the road, they just all thought she was crazy. That they looked at her, he seemed fine. And then at one point, when he was out and he kept staying in the shadows, and then when he was struck with a beam of sunlight, suddenly he became this hideous, like, nasty little winged figure and scuttled off into the darkness. She was the only one who saw that, and so that's her story. But everyone who's with her, they just think that the little boy got lost and they weren't able to find him. So they spent a couple of days out extra looking for him to see what happened to him, but there was no sign of him. And she said ever since she's come back to town, she's just been mad with grief. That you can go and every night she's just singing this sad lullaby alone in her house because her husband had died and now her little boy was gone. That's the only bad thing or notable piece of news that people were talking about in the town. But what that would have to do with what this woman losing her mind after losing her son, she's not sure what that connection might be.
I think we have to find that child and kill him.
I'm down.
Yeah. First, we should have to talk with Winda and see if maybe she has any more information other than secondhand gossip we're getting.
You don't wait till in the morning to do that, so we can all rest. And since we're not,
Talk to the wind.
Listen, I'm sure she
Probably
didn't
not a good idea
have
to
a
go
good
out.
beard.
Not anyways.
She didn't have a good beard.
So Mr. Bard, you have history under your skill proficiencies?
Yep.
All right.
Nope.
You do not. Well, go ahead and at least roll me an intelligence check. Because you are constantly talking to people and gathering stories wherever you go.
He knows gossip.
15.
15. Well, I mean, you do know, like I said, just to elaborate a little bit more, you do know that you're familiar with the legends of how this place was founded. That this was once a land dominated by the Shadow Elves, and that they were pushed aside, and the kinds of things that went on in this realm where the world of fairy and shadow meet are the kinds of things that are beginning to happen in this town. Is if that other realm is starting to leak into this town, and it seems to be getting worse each night. And you do remember that there is the name of the guy who was responsible for all this. It was a guy named Brennan. He was this apparently powerful wizard and adventurer from way back in the day, and he and his group first came to this region and explored it. And they were the ones who not only did they take over the land, but literally supposedly laid down powerful magics that would close off the realm of the Shadow Fae and keep them out of here, so it'd be safe for the humans to live here from now on.
I share this with everyone, of course.
The bard tells you this story of this old hero Brennan and all that's gone on, and supposedly he's buried nearby.
Do we know where he's? I'll ask Marissa if she knows where Bree is.
She tells you just a few hours walk from here. It's in a cave in the side of a hill. It's called Brennan, which literally means Brennan's Hill, the older human tongue. And that during his early adventures, when he first came out here, he was being chased by these Shadow Fae, and he took refuge inside a cave and encased himself in a room just surrounded by magically created sunlight. and that kept him safe. And he decided that because the cave was the first place he felt safe, that's where he wanted his bones laid to rest upon his death many years later. And the town used to have a tradition where after harvest, they would come in and visit his grave and give thanks to all he did for establishing their community, and that they would leave a little offering, and they would just come back. Just going into that cave was just like an annual tradition. But lately, the last few generations, it's kind of become a little passe and old school, and really only the old folks have a lot of memories of doing that yearly tradition. Not every, middle-aged people remember going there once or twice as kids, but people just kind of stopped going and not honoring the old dead wizard.
Uh-oh. Old dead wizard is upset. I think we need to appease him.
Or burn the body.
Burn and salt the bones that Sam and Dean Winchester way.
My necromancer.
Take the treasure.
Do it.
Well, how do we get there? Where should we go?
They left offerings every year for how many years?
He's greedy.
Like a gravesite, a dark? Awesome. Yeah, I guess we'll wait some more.
Well, don't worry, it's in a cave. It's dark no matter what.
That's still awesome. Alright, yeah. We'll just wait.
All right, does anybody want to do anything besides rest up until morning and hole up? Or do you want to?
Well, I want to heal and recover spells.
Okay, so you go to bed.
I want to quickly establish, so what's the situation like? Are you in a group of someone, or?
Oh yeah, we haven't really interacted with each
Yeah,
other
no, we haven't.
Yeah, you guys just you just noticed that you just happened to be a bunch of strangers and that outnumbered the locals in the bar, and you all sprang into action together and decided this is a problem you needed to solve.
Well, him and I are old friends. That's why I cast that spell on
Murder hobos.
And look, it's the duty of people who can help to help. I mean, that's the role of civilization. People who have the ability to help do help. So, of course, that's what I'm going to do. Welcome to join us.
You have my sword.
I heard offerings every year for so
That's a
many years.
very perfectly heroic thing. Welcome to Inspiration.
I heard offerings every year for how many years?
Yeah,
Hey,
there could be treasure in their cave.
Lots of treasure in that cave.
Nice. Okay. So everybody go ahead and take your long rest, which means you get all your hit points back, all your spells slots are recovered, etc. So you guys are good to go. And so anything else you guys want to do in the morning before in town? Or is that the consensus? You guys want to go check out this cave?
Sure.
And talk to anybody else? Is there any gear or anything we're trying to
You guys
find?
wanted to swing by and talk to her, but I don't know if she provided any more information.
Don't matter to me. I'm going where the adventure is.
Need to get some rations. I mean, it's only a 2-hour walk, but hey,
It's like, you never know when you need
Your
the
tiny
beef
goes like
jerky and
2.5
the
hours
Cheetos.
for you.
exactly. You're looking at 3 hours.
Yes, what about second breakfast?
Yeah, rations would be nice.
I live
That
in-
is literally nice.
This is it's a 2-hour walk outside of town. It's and there once was a very nicely maintained trail that led here, but as you'll see as you get going, that it's a little overgrown and not often used anymore. All right, we can go ahead.
We're gonna do $13 per handman issue 1 and 2.
I'm impressed with the ability not to hit on the local woman. That's new. That's new.
Yeah, I was.
You get a Xander point just for, not being you.
I was-
He's got no charisma. Like,
I thought about jumping over going, I'll protect you.
grab her by the waist. I have you.
Wouldn't really be waist. It'd be like
Yeah, it'd be like her thigh.
Yeah, I'll be hanging under a ledge.
Hard to watch out.
And there's 7 of us, but there's 9 figures there, and I'm suspicious.
I think that's a farmer.
Oh, yeah,
That's a little kid.
I thought about it. I was debating between that and trying to pick his pocket. And I
All right,
didn't
so
either.
you guys just gather your stuff and you want to set out.
Well, we need to get a canteen of water.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys get water, and then when Marissa the bar at the tavern learns that you guys are kind of go try to help and see what's going on there, she sets you guys up. She gives you some. It's just day old bread because they don't have anything new in, but she gives you a wheel of cheese, gives you some water and wine if you want. Load up. She decided to help you out. Now all this stuff tastes like crap because everything does in the town right now.
Hey, it's free.
But if the price is right,
It's free.
and it's nourishing, and it's a 2-hour walk.
Okay.
All right.
No. So I can make it taste pretty good.
All right. So you set out of town. You follow the trail. There's through some light woods, and you get to the you're at the kind of these foothills, and the trail leads right up there, and you see even from here it's a little overgrown. It's like tall grass and some shrub, and the trail leads right up, and you can already see in the at this time you get there maybe like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and you can see the entrance to the cave easily right on the side of the hill. So right now, I got you kind of at the base of the hill. Is there anything special you guys want to do? Just approach, or
Check out the entrance.
Yeah, is it fancy
No.
anyway? Anything?
so you want to?
Make sure there's
Yeah,
nothing
no.
suspicious
Touch
about
anything.
it.
All right, so you trot up the hill and want to go check it out. Anybody else going to go with him, or let the halfling?
Yeah, I'll find.
Okay.
I believe the ranger is giving cover
Yeah,
fire.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, hang back, or just go right with it.
I'm gonna go
I'm
with
gonna
him.
go right
How
with
big
him
is he?
because like terrain's nothing
What?
for me.
How big
so.
are you?
Uh,
Can I walk around it, check the base?
Yeah.
Check?
I mean, it would take you maybe 15, 20 minutes to do a full circuit of the hill, but yeah, you could totally do that. Okay. All right, so we'll get back to you in a minute while you're trotting to look around. So you got halfling, ranger, and barbarian. I go up. You guys are going to hang back and see what's going on. Okay. All right. So you go up there.
Yep, I'm gonna accompany the where are you? The dwarf.
All right. I need a when you. Well, actually, you're on the base. You're at the base of the hill, so you don't. All right. So go there. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, God.
Everybody's
Damn it.
up there gets to make a perception check, which
Why couldn't that
don't
be
have
one?
skill in
Hopefully we rolled
perception.
it.
Then it would just be your wisdom bonus.
Perception.
Oh,
Yeah,
plus
plus
5,
five.
so.
We go 13.
All right.
Stupid thief, I don't see nothing.
All right. Barbarian, you notice something that gives you willies. As the halfling's over there looking, there's kind of a little old wooden frame that's kind of built around the entrance just to make sure the rocks don't fall in. It's just big enough where you'd have to hunch a little bit to get in, but you can see it widens up on the inside. But as you're watching him look around and you're looking around just to see if there's anything going on in there, and you can already kind of hear the water dripping in the inside. And even you can also hear just kind of barely the sound of like flowing and water coming in. But as you're looking around the ground, you're the first one who notices this. There are 3 of you standing there, and there's the morning light. There's 4 shadows on the ground. Like there's an extra one of you just kind of standing there, just hands to his side, a slender-looking guy. And it's almost like you're casting 2 shadows, but one of them is definitely not your shadow.
Hey, mage. Come on, I got something to show you. Come look at this.
So calls
me. Yeah.
Barbarian clearly like, this is weird.
It's not furry, I don't know what it is.
So when I walk over there, do I see the extra shadow?
Well, and it's going to take you a few minutes to get up there. Is anybody else going to...
Yeah, I'm gonna nudge everybody else. Like, hey, everybody, look at this.
For you.
This is weird.
So who's orbiting the hill versus... Yeah, the 2 of you are going around the hills.
I'll go up when I hear Torn talking about
Okay, so you guys go up there to join the rest. All right, you go up there, and then while your new friends are about halfway up the hill, you see the guy, the shadow on the ground just kind of shifts places, looks around, and then just kind of walks in and disappears inside the shadow of the cave.
You guys see that?
Yeah, the ones that were already standing there, you 2 do.
I don't want to.
Now, once he points it out to you, you see it. There's another shadow.
I don't want to seem crazy like that shadow.
Yeah, no, that's kind of weird.
And he just walks right in. There's not a sound and nothing. You don't feel anything. Just the shadow just kind of walks inside.
He's a better thief than I am.
talking up there. Do we still see the shadow?
Nope.
Goes over.
By the time you get up there, you can only just it's whatever this was is already gone inside the cave.
Here.
It was. I have witnesses. I'm not crazy. I'm
went
not crazy.
inside.
You're crazy.
That thing went in.
Yeah.
All right, I need both of you to make a perception check.
The strangeness of it.
Just totally be a dick.
I made mine. You have to roll under your perception, right?
Oh,
No.
I made it
No?
36.
Oh, that's what you're saying. So it's this
Oh,
plus.
Roll the 14.
You're just rolling and adding your wisdom skill if you don't have proficiency. Okay, 10. 17. All right. You spot something. Near the base of the hill, it looks like another entrance possibly to the cave, or if it's not the same cave system, another cave, and it's overgrown. There's just like scrub brush in front of it, and grass is overgrown, so you kind of have to be looking for it. But once you go there, you're like, yeah, you definitely spot it. It's lower at a lower elevation, whereas the entrance that you guys are standing at is kind of halfway up the hill. The one you guys are at is like right near the base of the hill. Yeah. So that's other than that, you see that and you can go in if you want, but as you go around, that's the only real thing of note is there's a secondary way inside, or at least a second cave.
This is the big summer annual #1.
Yeah. Okay with me.
Okay.
I'll follow you. We can go in here. We can circle around.
Okay, you guys go around. You do a thorough inspection of the entrance, and you don't find anything of note other than, it just looks like that somebody a long time ago put up some wooden beams to kind of frame the opening. And there was an old sign that is so faded that was hammered into the ground nearby that you literally can't even tell what was ever once written. And some mysterious shadow, like Peter Pan's shadow, just like went right inside
That may or
the
may
cave.
not exist, because
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Only a couple of you saw it.
Are we all back together? Has everyone came back?
Yeah. After a few minutes, the other guys come back up, and it's up to them to report to you.
We found another entrance a little bit smaller, lower down, back on the other side. Or an entrance to a cave. Might not be what we're looking for.
Well, as far as my vote, is this one's got crazy shadow creatures that no one believes me. No one believes me apparently.
I believe you. I saw it.
So there was like there
I
was
saw
a
it.
dude,
That's what we
like,
seen.
this dude, but he was a shadow dude. I named him Little
You
Dude.
saw a shadow little dude.
Yeah.
Shadow Little Dude.
Shadow Little Dude.
It sounds completely legitimate.
I know.
Yeah, his stealth is
I don't
amazing.
think I'm that smart. I mean, I don't have the charisma.
Well, because this one's freaking me out. My vote goes to yeah.
Go to the other one.
Yeah.
Leah, you
I think I should tell you guys something first, and I'll go ahead and explain to them everything I know about the Fey Elves, Shadow Elves,
Okay.
and kind of the essence that I felt while we were in town.
Those dang pointy ears. Always causing trouble.
all elves are shady. You're going to have to be more specific.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they could be anyone.
Racism.
Seriously, that's where this
Oh,
game
wait,
is
no,
going?
no.
Big people are scary.
Okay.
Alright, well, screw you guys.
So you you share just this basic knowledge of there were these
These nuts.
that these were elves, but they weren't like the high elves and the wood elves who lived in the world for so long. They're truly a part of it. The shadow elves are from this other world, because there is the world of fairy, or some D&D calls it the Feywild, and there's the plane of shadow, and this is they're from the place where those two realms merge. They're both at the same time. These fey creatures that are wild and of the of shadow and darkness. And supposedly they're crawling over this part of the world, because this is this little corner of the world where that intersects with all of that, but now they've been pushed away for a long time.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
That.
It comes down to we go in the way we know leads to where we want to go, or we take a chance the other way it goes the same
Yeah,
way.
you do know the entrance you guys found is the one that all of the people from the town would go to visit the grave of this old wizard, Brennan.
I like the back door entrance. That's where my vote's going.
Yeah,
I
sure.
know there's treasure in there.
But wouldn't you hide all the good treasure in the back entrance?
Medium or large?
Medium.
Alright, I'll go to the back entrance.
No version of rock,
Playing
paper,
in
scissors.
his
Alright, do we have a consensus with it?
Is
I
anyone?
guess we're going to do the back.
Okay.
Alright, never.
I'm just going to sing.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Don't sing a song about going in through the back door, please.
You can only encourage a bad performance once.
Over here. Oh, hey.
This is for your daughter. That's the bandana from Kristen Looney from GTS last year.
That is so cool.
Because it's
Thank
been
you very
buried
much.
on my desk this whole time. Oh no. There's a note in there too, or telling her I'm an idiot.
I could have told her that.
Right.
I didn't know for that.
I don't pick on him too
I'm on
much.
camera,
He makes most
right?
of these. He makes most of these tables.
Okay. Well then let's take your fingers over here because this is where we're going to start using this map that I said to her. Now it looks like so you go to the back door, pick up that last sheet right there, the pink one. No, put it back.
Put it back.
Purple.
Quickly, quickly.
Ta-da! There we go. Entrance. There we go. Go ahead and leave that one off. And you can go ahead and start putting your.
Who's the thief? Thief on point.
Thief on point.
Yeah, check for trap. Thief on point.
I'll be
Die
right back.
horribly.
Thief was hiding in the back. He ain't stupid.
I'll put both barbarians next.
Features.
I'll go
Stuff here.
front, behind
Who's this?
That was me.
That's you?
Yeah, and I have a bow, so.
I'll go behind the thief.
We'll be elf in the back.
Yeah, we don't want to hang out
We
with
segregate ourselves.
jerks.
Are you sure you don't want to have half the party going to one side of the cave and half
See,
the party?
yeah, I thought about that.
That is my personal favorite.
Splitting the party, never ever a thing anybody's ever regretted. Okay, all right. So you guys are all like huddled together.
One fireball gets us all.
We're like Spartan formation.
We got hands on shoulders.
One
just
magic
walking
missile
in.
might kill us all.
All right, yeah, we're all first level characters, so who knows what's going to happen.
Magical mission.
Can anyone see in the dark?
Yeah, I got dark.
Who's got dark vision? Though we have an elf, we have
I'm a halfling. I can't see in the dark.
Yeah.
okay, but some of you are not. Humans, the halfling,
I'm gonna pick you up and hold you like a flashlight.
and you're going to find that basically once you. But some dim light will be there in that first kind of chamber where it's still already going to get a little hard to see. And then after that, it's going to be pitch black unless you actually have a light source going.
I'm gonna go first.
So is the thief.
I look at the maze.
You've got the guy who cannot see in the dark in the front. So, but the thing is, it's
Isn't he a halfling?
halflings do not have dark vision.
Oh.
Well, I'm blinded by it in here.
So somebody's going to need to produce a light source at some point. Otherwise, several of you are going to be stumbling around in the dark.
Oh man, do I have a torch?
No.
Oh, I have 5
I
torches.
mean, you can always just lead somebody by the sleeve. Like, here you go. Turn left. No, swing your sword over there.
I have 5 torches. Who needs a torch? One guy. You got a torch? I have a torch. Do you need
Well,
a torch?
one torch will light,
Yeah, one
you don't
torch.
necessarily have all of you hold one,
One of
but
us can hold a torch.
You want one in the back, one in the front? Or we can just.
Somebody else hold
There,
the
I can
torch.
see.
Somebody else hold the torch. I'm gonna need mine.
I'll hold it.
if we
I'll hold
find
it.
a trap.
Okay, I'll hold the torch. I'll be a lot better.
okay.
Where you at?
All right, so you got to have your torch. You'll just have to, you can just drop it on the ground if you need to draw your sword. It's not like it'll go out unless you drop it in a puddle of water or whatever. Speaking of which, that's one thing you notice real quick is that this is a wet cave. You're only just a few feet in, and then a couple of you feel what's called a cave kiss. It's a little drop of water just kind of hits you in the head or the back of the neck, and there's a lot of moisture in here. And this is like a lot of the formations inside the cave are formed by dripping water. And in the distance, you can hear the sound of what sounds like a river, but you don't sure where that sound of rushing water is coming from.
I tell the barbarian to stop drooling on me.
That's not prison lingo.
Stop drooling on me.
Okay, so
Is it worthwhile? These are natural caves, or
yes, your dwarven sense of substance. You can see that whereas the entrance when you were standing in front of up there looks like it had been widened and made more accessible, and you could even see like the wooden beams that were framing the entrance. Even this entrance itself is just a natural entrance to the cave. In fact, it may have been the original entrance to the cave that the original guy found, because the other one looked like it was opened up into the side of the hill manually by workers. You could see just your dwarven eyes were able to spot this ancient marks of like pickaxes and stuff that were used to widen that and open up that first place. This is absolutely a natural cave. And as you go through, like as you're walking in, you just see water dripping down the sides and evidence of cave crickets. And let's see, we'll go ahead and just like every time you go into a room, there's going to be like there's stalagmites and stalactites. And there's like, little, like rock formations and things just to make it a lot more interesting. Go ahead and move the group up right there as it first opens up up into this chamber.
Never go back.
I think Frank's worse.
I'm gonna die first.
I always get made go first.
I
I
just
targeted the people in the back specifically.
Oh, whoever painted that figure painted the blood on it.
So, Mr. Halfling and Human Barbarian in the front. Now you've got a light source coming from the back. This one, lighting. It's already still. There's still a little bit of sunlight creeping in through from this side, so it's fairly well lit in here. So even still, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
14.
Nice. All right.
Not passive perception.
Not nice. Not nice.
Not passive perception's 15.
Yeah. Anytime if you make that's just a quick note. Anytime you roll lower than your passive perception, just go with that. You can't actually get lower than your passive.
13.
Okay.
That means I wrote it down wrong.
So, I'll go ahead and deal with this first. So, something just slinks out of the shadows and strikes both of you like two separate little things come and after both of you at the same time.
You guys posed.
So much for surprising my coming
Yeah.
in.
Everyone else go out the back. We're leaving. We're done. We're done.
Quick, shove the halfling down and run away.
You know what happens when they drain a level and you're only first level, right? You become shadow.
So we have a Pimbing and Belmoon.
She's about to run.
Yeah.
She's all the way in the rear. She's like, I'm out here.
I've already got a halfling werewolf. Why not have a halfling shadow?
All right, Halfling, you were hit with a 21. Oh, nice.
Ah.
Now, finally, the dice are with me. This next one is a 22 on the Barbarian. So these little guys, and I guess the best thing to do is just show you a picture. They're literally only about 1.5 feet tall,
Hey, they're shorter than me.
You can fist fight.
and they look kind of like this. These little dudes who are holding little mind picks and wearing these shabby little outfits.
Ugly dude.
Look like you.
And yes, that is a Lindsay Archer.
Yeah.
Because, who else would I get?
Right?
Ugly dude.
She drew that on my dining room table. But these little guys have these little minor picks and they swing right for your kneecaps.
You know.
Yeah, basically.
Literally.
Little picks. It's quite accurate. All right, so neither one of you are critted, but still, you get
a little prick.
All right, 3 points of damage on you, and 5 points of damage on you, and then they run back over behind the stalagmites. And we'll go ahead, and then there's a couple more of them in the room. So you can put them. So we got little dudes are kind of
We invaded some space, too.
there, just hiding back. Yeah, you can just kind of.
They need some freedom.
They're little and they're ugly. What are they going to be?
They struck you with surprise, so you weren't able to get an opportunity attack as they dart back into the shadows. And now we're going to go ahead and roll initiative because that wasn't any fun.
We're about to liberate this cave.
We need two.
Not that big.
I'm going 2.
22.
Plus 3.
You should have rolled 3.
19. Another 19.
Just
I think I'm at the end on this one.
No, that'd be.
What'd you get? Oh, I wrote a nat for it.
I have a -1 to initiative.
I would say you're
I
not
do
going to
too.
go
Roll a
first.
1, get a 0. I don't get to do anything.
Initiative? It's,
I missed the whole round.
Well, no, it'll be your dexterity bonus, your d20 plus your
okay.
dex,
That's what I thought. Usually
or sometimes minus if you suck.
Ignore me.
All right, Marcus, you said
That's why
you
you're
had
a
a
role play.
19.
Yep.
All right, so Nard has a 19. Let's go ahead and look. Anook.
I got a 10.
10. Alright. Leah.
Leah.
Sorry,
What's her? What's sorry? 18.
Puts off on
Torn.
I got a 6. 6.
Sorry, man.
Very good.
Going slowly deaf in my old age. Derek.
What?
3 or 2.
Oh, awesome. Pinbin.
22.
22. Okay. Maybe even play first. And Belmont.
Almost.
And then I gotta figure out where these little guys. These guys, by the way, are called Kobold now, which in real world folklore is like the Welsh version of a kobold or a goblin. They're little fairies who live underground in mines. Yeah. That is exactly the. Some people call them spirits. Some people call they're fey creatures, but that is dead on. I D&D-ized that legend and put it in this adventure. So their initiative sucks.
Good.
Yeah, they're not going to be going. You guys are going to get lots of rounds before they need to do anything, so this may be pretty short. And Pinbin, having first been blindsided, as one of these things just whacks you in the knee with its pickaxe and runs away, you react quickly. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot him with my bow.
Nice.
Crit.
Nice. So which one are you going for? The one that's like right over there on the farthest end? Or?
Well, whichever one hit me, that's the one I'm.
Yeah, we'll say it's that. Why not? Easy enough.
That's probably the only one I saw.
These guys really aren't into parlay. You see what I'm saying?
Parlay.
Parlay. I'm scared.
8 points of damage.
Alright. You sink an arrow into his eye socket. And this thing just literally melts into this black sludge, which then begins to just like smoke away in this acrid. It's like within, it'd be several, maybe not even 30 seconds later. So who knows? The fight might be over by then. But like there literally will be nothing left of this thing when it's done. Just sort of evaporating into stinky smoke. So you can go ahead and take his mini off the map and give it back to me.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna step to the side and hide behind this rock.
Well, you can always do that. I mean, you still haven't even taken your move yet, and you can do hide. So go ahead and roll your hide.
Still, it's 10.
Okay, hold on to that number. That will be the number everybody's going to need to find you later. So that's the deal. All right, it's Pinbin's turn. Balmung.
I'm going to move over here, and I'm gonna, as a bonus action, I'm gonna activate Rage.
You're pissed.
Yeah.
I can understand why.
And then I'm going to swing my Warhammer two-handedly. Oh god, that's 10.
That is not going to do it. Right now, you swing and a miss. This thing is so little. I mean, it's just like literally just ducks.
It's below
your,
his knees.
your golf swing just doesn't quite get it.
Hey, it's this high to me, son.
All right, Nard the Bard.
Okay, so I'm going to take I'm going to cast a minor illusion. So what is that like? It's like a
That was your cantrip.
bonus action.
No.
It's an action.
So that will be your action.
An action. Okay. Very good. But I can still move.
Still move. You can do your full move and still do it.
And
So you can move, then do it, or
can I only take one action, or can I do two actions?
you take one of each type of thing. You do one move, one action, one bonus action, and one reaction each round.
Okay, so I'm going to take. I'm going to suspend my action until I know who goes next.
Okay. Well, what is it you
What
want
I'm
to hold?
going to do next is to cast on that person this thing I have, which gives them the plus D6.
Okay.
Whoever moves next is getting that. 'Cause I'm
All right. Well, it's going to be Leah.
Okay, so
You guys-
Leah's going to get that. And for my action, I'm going to cast minor illusion, and I'm going to insult the kobolds, and that lasts for a minute. And it says that if you create sound, vicious mockery. That's what they are.
Yes.
Vicious mockery, and I'm going to tell them how ugly they are and that their mothers are of poor ancestry.
Can I see the spell card for a second?
Their mother's hamsters and their father smells like elderberry.
Yeah, that's basically what he just said.
Shrew insults.
Fart in your general direction.
This gives them like
Need not understanding. Okay, that was the first thing
Yep.
you need to do. I must do a wisdom saving throw. So it's a creature. So which one are you targeting?
Oh, is it a creature?
Yeah, it is one.
One specific.
So you're to yell at one of them and tell them that his father smells of elderberries.
Eve now be taunted a second time.
Now, the ability to understand you would have been a hindrance, but the spell says it doesn't matter. So.
I don't see what it says.
It says a creature.
Yep. Okay, very good.
All right. So pick one that you want to.
That one closest. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Yep.
You say mean things to him. Now, are you moving or are you still hanging back?
No, I'm hanging back there.
Okay, Leah, the.
I'm trying to stay out of the way off to the
Yeah,
side.
you have a D6 inspiration die that you can now hold. Just pull that out, and you can add that to any roll you want, basically. Whenever you feel like you need it, you just have to.
After.
Yeah, yeah, like you do it as long as you before I just interpret what happened.
Yeah, before he says hit or miss.
Okay.
Or you could
So
use
that
it
guy
for
takes
damage.
1d4 psychic damage.
Okay. Well,
from me.
unless he makes a Wisdom save. So, what is the DC of your spells? I think it is 13.
All right.
And natural 11. But his Wisdom is horrible, so he fails. So go ahead and roll the damage.
2.
2.
2.
2.
I have hurt his feelings. I am a vicious,
It just
vicious bard.
literally just drops his pick and covers his ears for a second because that hurt.
My mother's a nice lady, I swear. Don't say anything like that.
So that one is. Alright.
So pick
All
that
right,
up.
Leah, you are encouraged by the nice things that the bard has said about you.
I really like the bard now. I'm gonna
You're
fireball
encouraged
this
and
guy.
he's crying.
Not fireball, but firebolt.
Yeah, but
Fireball! Oh, everybody suddenly hits the deck.
all the methane in the entire
Fireballs aren't
place.
quite that bad in fifth
No, it's
edition.
not as bad as
It's not like with the first time the wizard throws a
that would
fireball.
be a
First edition,
22.
it kills everyone.
That'll be a hit.
Let's go,
Firebolt.
mate.
Yeah, so like second edition when somebody casted a fireball and freaking wiped out the whole
That
place.
was 6 points of damage.
Alright, you just fry his face completely off. He's dead. And once again, dissolves into smoking sludge that eventually will evaporate completely away. So,
Everything's gonna be dead for you.
completely off the map. Anouk.
I thought they wanted to hit me.
Okay,
It was like last time I played
Right
Barbarian.
here.
Everyone died before I got here.
and
Start playing a mage, I sniping.
I can do it. I'm gonna
Stand back.
shoot this guy.
Okay. Roll it.
Right, that's a 9.
And
Plus.
that-
Oh, well, yeah, wait, which one?
It would be,
It's though.
yeah, you do
14.
know both.
So 14.
that is a hit.
Cool. Okay, now the D8, right?
Diamond shape.
Thank you.
Yep.
4,
Plus
3, 7.
7 points in. Alright, you shoot it, it's killed.
Really?
These guys are wimpy. In
Obviously.
fact, Marcus, this thing is the only thing that wasn't quite powerful enough to take it out so far. These guys are you normally don't even track the hit points.
That's awesome. I should have sang a song.
He's saying, run.
Alright, Torn.
Alright.
They made it feel bad anyway.
With the great rage, I'm not actually activating rage. I'm going to
You're just
With the
irritated.
great rage.
Slightly irritated.
great rage. I'm gonna get right on him. I'm gonna hit him.
All of you watching the action can see how much the bard has impacted the combat.
Not 20.
The bard is.
Alright.
Yeah, he
Well,
did.
if you want for fun to find out how much damage you did,
Yeah.
but you just basically obliterate this poor little thing.
Oh my.
Yeah, it splatters into black goo that's smoking off of your sword.
16 plus.
We had a few crits already, and pretty early on. So yeah, go ahead and get those things out of your system because we don't need any more of that.
I ended up bloodline.
All right.
Yeah, he turned it into
So you guys quickly look around real quick, and it looks like that you killed everything in this room.
Cool.
The other barbarian could kill anything if I did.
Let's go that way.
You wanna go? You wanna come? This way?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Hey, I'm
think we
searching
go
for
that
the
way.
mush.
There could be a venture over there. I'm down.
All right, now you
Gotta
do
go
see
somewhere.
up here going toward me. You see what looks like kind of not like a staircase, but just a sloping passageway that goes up to a higher elevation, and then there's these other areas that branch off, and it literally is branching, both directly to the east, to the northeast, and to the north.
I really don't care which way we go.
So
We always went left before.
So maybe going right is better.
Yeah, I like right because it is the next.
All right, let's go that way.
okay, so go ahead and you gotta lift that one up and push the other one back a little bit so you can see this room. There you go. Okay, go ahead and move yourselves in the marching order just right there to the entrance of that room.
It looks like a metal band.
Did I find anything in the bush that was left behind?
Oh, so you go through digging around, getting your fingers dirty?
That's okay.
Alright.
I'm greedy.
No.
We're digging for something.
Alright, this, just very, not like the one that's coming toward me, but as you go in the passageway toward this cave, it's kind of a gentle upward slope. And you do see, in the middle of the room, go ahead and put one of these guys just right there in the middle. It's just one of them, and he's holding this burlap sack that's like almost comically large. Like it's as big as he is.
Did.
I did.
Now I want the sack. I'm gonna throw it in.
We're just literally going to hold on to initiative order and not re-roll it for the moment. But we're just, and you guess whose turn it is? So he seems to just be holding back for the moment, like he's ready in action. He's waiting to see what you guys do. Derek.
Oh, I'm in the back.
Yeah. And you also can hold it. Well, you can't. You literally don't even know what's going on.
I have no clue what that
You can't see.
Here.
Penman, you see the little guy. He's holding a huge sack.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it with my
All right,
bow.
he reacts, but yeah, you're gonna go ahead and get your shot.
No, God, not like that. I'm not.
All right, you shoot and miss. His eyes go wide as you try to shoot him, and he flings the sack right at you.
He throws the sack at me. Hey, you got dibs, but I got the sack.
All right, it pops out right in front of you. It just pops open, and let's see.
That's never an option. That's never an option.
And the last time I saw one of these, he chopped me in the shin. I mean,
Last time I did shoot someone, it got weird.
So, 4 centipedes this big come squirming out of it, right there at your feet in front of the two of you. And they're just like crazed by being slung around in the sack and immediately ready to bite. So,
What's this weirdo doing with bugs?
it looks like trying to kill you. So, the little guy just laughs and cackles as he does this thing, and these four centipedes jump out. 2 of them try to bite each of you. So one of them is definitely a miss. One of them is definitely a hit on you. And I'm not sure if I got you at all. What's your armor class again?
14.
14. Nope, not quite. So you are missed twice as you dodge out of the way as these little bugs are, going after you. However, you are going to take some damage. Yes. Yeah, sorry. Wrong barbarian. Having 2 barbarians is confusing. You are bitten, for sure. And you take 5 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
oh,
15.
Alright. You feel this weakening poison through your veins, but you shrug it off because you're just so mad because she left you with nothing, took everything you had. You're so mad. Alright.
she
And
took it all.
it is also your turn. There are literally 2 of these things, just like one of them's crawling up the side of your leg, and the other one's right there down by your ankle.
I'm assuming the one that's not on me.
This one, the other one is not on me.
19 plus 5, so
24.
yeah, 24.
Yes. You don't even roll damage, you keep killing. With your bonuses and everything, you're going
7
to get it too.
plus 5.
You splatter a bug, so there's only 3 left.
Alright.
Alright, do you want to move or do anything else?
As a bonus action, can I kind of just push the other one off me and try to get it off?
If you want to use I'll let you use your move action to just try to kick it away.
Yeah, I'll use
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack, but it just literally be just to move this thing back.
16. Just by itself.
Okay, then you were able to shove it back. Here, just use a little die. Just shove him back one square next to the cobalt dude. All right. Oh, speaking of which, I got these little dice to do my time tracking. So just so we know, every kind of room you spend some time going into, you fought the other guys. You didn't really spend a whole lot of time in there, so that will not be it. Every time you spend several minutes doing something, I'm going to be plunking one of these dice in here to represent time passing. Once enough of them go in there, there's a chance this bad will happen. I'll roll. Could be like a random encounter or bad luck, but basically it's the consequences of dilly-dallying around. And if you guys decide to camp out in a room and take a short rest, then that would automatically fill the time bucket and make that go. So it's basically a way to kind of just put something tangible on the table to remind you guys that time is ticking and stuff's going on. All right, so we've got this going on. You did your thing, nerd. You're like way in the back. You just hear some commotion up ahead of you. You don't exactly know what's going on at the moment.
Well, can I push my way through to the front?
Well, I mean, if you want to, it's basically considered difficult terrain. So it's basically you could do a half move through people, through friendlies.
What's up, David? How's it going, man?
I think I'll just keep eye on the rear.
Okay.
Make sure we don't get flanked.
You were eyeing her rear.
I'm all the way in the back, right?
Yep.
You could all.
Leah.
About the right height.
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt
Yeah, right.
at this guy.
Okay. You got it.
Do I still have my bardic inspiration? I never did use it in the
You
previous.
do, but you can hold on to it after the roll, though. You don't have
Yeah.
to. You don't have to use it until hold on if you don't want to.
Let's see, that would be a 14. That'd make it a 20.
That's definitely a hit.
6 points of damage.
You blasted into a little smoking cinder.
This one?
Yeah. The little kobold now, they're weak. So that's the dude. He shot the dude. Yeah, dude is now gone. He's sitting there laughing, and suddenly a bolt of fire hits him in the face, and he melts into a pool of black sludge. Now we got it bugged. Do you want to take any kind of movement or anything like that? Or any bonus actions?
No.
All right.
Anybody gonna search that case?
Well, we're still got a couple of centipedes going around. Yeah, 3 are still left. I know. I feel like the bar's lifting.
Yeah, I'm a little creeped out, so I kind of want to shove forward. So, I mean, can I move to that square right there? Is that
Yeah, you should be able to get there.
yeah?
You can pass through me easily.
Because I'm like, yeah, but I was just wondering if I can stand there. All right, I guess I am going to shoot this centipede.
Sure.
Two, and then. So that's like.
Yeah,
Or
you,
11.
yeah. You just get an arrow that just slices one of them completely in half. The one of the ones down at the halfling's feet. So there's only 2 left. Torn.
I killed.
Yes, you did.
Shot
Shot a bug.
So there's 2 left? 2 bugs
2
left?
left. 2 bugs left.
I'm just going to charge past him, and we'll go try stepping on bugs.
Squish.
Step on the bug.
Nice. All right, roll it. Are you using your sword or are you just going to stomp it?
I'm going to stomp it.
All right, well then just add your strength bonus.
14 plus 3.
Yeah. Oh, definitely a hit, and almost certainly killed, but go ahead and roll a d4 for unarmed combat.
3.
3 plus strength.
That's a 6.
Killed, completely killed. So now the only one, actually you're up there, that would be the one that was already out there, so that's the other one in front of the halfling.
One in front.
Alright, and next would be the guy who threw the bag, but he's not so alive anymore. Alright, Derek the dwarf.
I move there. Can I see the centipede?
Yep, and yeah, well, it's literally the one stuck on the side of his leg.
And I will call down sacred light. Let me push it out.
No, it's. Oh, was that the one?
He kicked
Yeah, you
that
kicked it
one
off. Sorry, never mind.
The one in front.
So the one in front, the ones in front of you, it's actually the only one that's on you. Sorry, we just said that and I completely got it. Never mind. It's actually the only one alive is right in front of the halfling.
Fine. I'll call sacred flame.
getting my brain tangled.
And it will make a dex save, DC 14.
Alright, let's see how well it does. It does have a nice dex. But not that nice.
Well, it'll only take 2 damage.
Oh, it's still alive. Alright, you blew off a few of its squirming leg. Now, the bug doesn't care about radiant damage. You will insult it.
I will insult the bug.
Alright, it is, actually, we're now in round 2 of this new scenario. Is Pinbin, is this thing is in front of you, are you going to...
I'm going to stomp it. I'm going to try to stomp it, I should say. I'm going to jump up in the air and come down with everything I got. I'm going to have to
That was
re-roll that.
unique.
Yeah, it got stuck under there.
And then you almost didn't.
Ooh, I'm a halfling, I get to fix
Oh,
that.
yeah, halfling luck.
11.
Halfling luck isn't that good. So at least you didn't embarrass yourself, but you're also missed.
You stopped at it little ways 3 times. It didn't hurt.
I know.
And that's actually perfect. Just like, oh, bug! Still
It's
like
a quick
squirming
little
around.
bugger.
It's like you get a cockroach it's just like, like all over the place. Alright, and guess what? It's the bug's turn and it's so going for you.
Of course it is.
Oh, natural 14 plus 4. That's 18 to hit you. That gets you. So you are going to take some damage.
I keep rolling like this, I'm going to die.
That would be 6 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Doesn't matter, I'm already unconscious.
It actually doesn't matter. You could be taking
16.
Okay, you do. Good news is you make the saving throw, so no more additional damage. But you the halfling gets bit and just literally goes faint and just falls over from the scandal of it all.
This thing's just as big as I am.
Halfling passes out.
I'll go smash the centipede with my
How
warhammer.
dare you make my halfling faint?
14 plus 5, 19.
Definitely hit, and almost certainly did.
8 plus.
Oh yeah, it is obliterated. All the bugs are dead. Anybody can do anything about the halfling who's just like on his back?
I guess I'll try to stabilize him.
I can do spare the dying, you automatically go to his hand.
I have 0.
Okay.
But you don't have to make the saves.
So you're basically you automatically have made your death saving throws thanks to that, so you don't have to worry about any of that business.
Good.
Does anybody want to do any actual healing on him?
First, I want to feel for his pockets. No, I'm joking.
Yeah!
Wow, turnabout.
Yeah!
He's only mostly dead.
Turbo Word's a ritual spell.
It is not a ritual, it is a bonus action. Or, no, healing word is a bonus action.
Seems like all I can do is play the song and flute, so
Blame us.
that's about it.
Serenades.
I will cast
We're going to play my
Cure
death
Wounds.
Okay.
Play at your funeral.
Go ahead and roll it.
D8 plus my life experience.
The old bonus.
3 plus 5 would be plus 8.
Nice. Still, doesn't that fully heal you? Then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I only have 9 hit points.
All right. You are brought back from the verge of death. You lean over and the dwarf's breath is in your face as light is coming out of his stubby little fingers.
Before you get up, I'm like, you now owe clanging in a blood debt. You cannot leave until you give me the best gem you find here, or he will take back those points.
Big kisser, did you?
All right. So now that you've brought the halfling back from the brink,
Brink of death.
you look around and you do see that there's evidence of more of these little centipedes. Apparently, this is where they come from. You look on the eastern wall, going that way, and you see there are little holes in the wall, little tunnels that are going through, and you even see like a bug slither up and go into one, just over on the side.
How big are the holes?
Some of them would be too small for except maybe his, and the rest of them would be just big enough to maybe reach your arm inside and fiddle around.
That's a good way for him to repay his debts. Go get him
The halfling has done hit the dirt once.
So,
Somebody
any of you
else
want
take
to
the
check
part.
out the holes in the wall, or what do you want to do? That look on your face just said it all.
Yeah, I'll let anyone else do that.
I'll go check them
Okay.
out. Well, I mean, it's we're there. We're going to see what's going on. Let's see what's going
All
on.
right. So you go there and you pick a random hole. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Someone buy that slab.
Are you looking at the rules?
Yeah, face first. He's putting his face
Be sure to put your face right into it. You reach around in the hole full of it. There's nothing in there. All right.
Do it again.
Okay.
Do it again.
Is anybody else doing this, or just letting the dwarf know?
I'm watching him
It's all
put
right.
his hand
Either
in
don't
the
ignore
hole.
that.
I have no sense.
Okay,
What
go
is your
ahead.
name?
Go ahead and make several rolls
Yeah,
for me.
19.
Okay.
You get bit.
Um,
Right,
you-
like it say.
Fumble around, and this is by this point. I'm just to the interest of time. You've actually done like 10 of these by now, but you feel something. There's something in there. You're not sure what it is. Pull it out. Roll me a d4.
The centipede.
You find a gemstone.
The best gym in the world.
Let's see what kind.
I look at you and say, "There's your gym."
Wow, you made him get out the DM guide.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to do this.
How many times have you ran this?
What?
This game?
This will be officially the 4th time.
Alright. And you made him get out the.
Well, no, this one is always going to be random because this is sort of like basically you got 100 gold piece value gem, but just because I want to be all like specific and stuff, we're going to roll in the 100 gold piece gem table. So roll a d10 for me. I'll find out exactly
We'll
what.
give you the color and everything.
A 10.
The flavor.
Ooh, tourmaline, a transparent pale green, blue, brown, or red. So we'll say green because that's the first one. All right, so you got 100 gold piece tourmaline gem that you could cash in at some point.
Since I am
I tell you,
a
there's
gym
your gym.
craftsman, I cut gems.
You can just put it in some jewelry.
Yeah.
Slice that puppy up. in some
All right.
jewelry.
However, because of all your screwing around in there, time passes.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Dude.
buddy.
Yeah.
Alright, what's that way? Is that an opening going
No,
somewhere else?
this chamber's closed
All
off.
right,
You
let's
had to
go.
go back to the branching chamber to figure out which way you want to go. All right.
We probably need to go over this way. But, I don't know.
So left was the right.
I'll pick up my rock and put an X on that once we done
No
been
one
here.
really knows.
Alright, so this way.
I mean, I can look up the map on.
Well, we still just.
I looked at it earlier today, actually. Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
So they're gonna be going.
There's nothing
over
numbered
that
or anything.
way?
Well,
Okay.
that is single file action there.
I am
Yeah,
not in the front.
No one's in the front yet. That's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're in the front.
No, I am not in the
You're
front.
right there.
You're max hit points and you're the thief. You're in front.
I just got knocked out.
Somebody just poke him with a spear or something.
That's all it would take to knock me out.
Well, I'm only
I'll
at
show
5
it to
hit
you
points
to the
right
mouth.
now, so.
Oh yeah. Do you guys have anything to heal you
Hey,
with?
what you can see
Sorry.
Well, no, you're go here. There's gonna be a point where it's a tight
First
squeeze.
level cleric ritual.
But go ahead and put everybody about halfway up.
I don't think there are any first level.
That's
Yeah, that's not a person.
Yeah, we
I
can.
really
I'll
don't
just
know
take
if there's
this.
a single one, except for maybe
I'll
detect
take the
magic.
features of my sword.
That's a sharper.
All right, so there's one point where all of you have to just kind of squeeze through this tight space. It's like it'd be the equivalent of difficult terrain, and it's also very wet on a steep slope. So all of you have to go slow. Otherwise, you know that if you were to try to do anything other than go at half speed, you are risking falling. So you're gingerly stepping and going in single file down this thing. And you're hearing. Well, you don't have to roll anything. You just, those of you who are in the front, so Marcus, you as well, you can definitely hear that sound of water is getting louder as you go up in this direction. And you can also just see that this whole like sloping passageway is very wet and slick. And let's see, to consult my stats you guys so kindly wrote down for me because something I was about to go down.
Something about to go down.
called the halfling all the way back down.
All the way back down
Like
to the
shoots and
bottom.
ladders.
Taking all this
It's
stuff.
okay. I get you.
Yep. I zip, I ball, I slide all the way to the bottom.
Where's double side? Other side too.
One hit, you're right.
All right, I got some bad news, Mr. Dwarf in the back.
Yeah.
You can't make it through?
No, it's even worse.
It's even worse.
Than that.
Nice.
People coming from the back
Is that
because
you?
you killed too much time.
Oh, man.
You know your 100 gold piece, Jimmy?
A new party member.
Suddenly, you're like, oh, yeah, there's a guy right behind me. It's good to have things on my back. Ah! And you are stabbed in the back with a thin blade. And this is not going to be fun. So let's see. What's going on?
And the dwarf is having a bad day.
We have a bad day.
You got this.
You look pretty good today.
Yes, you got this.
Not my gym.
Oh, wait, that's just
So you kind of turn around.
If I was back there, I'd charm person that guy, but I can't now.
All right, you are backstabbed for 9 points of damage.
I'm alive though.
And then
He runs away.
so he's basically retreated into the darkness, going back up that way.
Did I see who or what he was?
Oh yeah, you just as you kind of look over your shoulder, it is a tall, very thin figure. You see, just with the light from the torch and everything, you see that his skin is like a stone gray. His hair and his eyes were jet black, like his eyes were like a shark's. But he had pointed ears and sort of delicate features. And he had a very thin blade that he stabbed you with. It is now slick with your blood.
I knew it.
As he runs away, and now we're going to need initiative. We're going to do a brand new one because a new thing has kind of happened.
20.
Well, it's a new 6.
8.
Alright, hold on. If y'all shout it once, I will totally not get it.
I think we all had 26.
I think you had 26. That's so cool.
I only hit 23. That's as high as I can get.
Alright, I can get.
Alright, so we're going to go around. So we'll just go until Nard.
6.
Nard is a mighty 6.
I'm Nard.
8. Ooh, even better.
13. I'm feeling better about that now.
And Ben gets a 13. Wait, I need to actually roll for my backstabbing murder.
No, he laughed.
What was his deal? Yeah. Alright, and then, alright, so now we have Torn. Initiative.
15.
15. Alright. 21. Nice.
Wow.
6. Wait, that's... You were a 6 as well? Who has the higher dex of the two of you?
16.
16 as well.
Alright, roll a secondary initiative roll just to see between the two of you which one is better. Okay, so you were
Well, I was 17 without any modifier.
right, you're behind.
So I'd be 20.
Okay, so yeah, you're behind.
Haha.
Marcus on there. Antoine, natural 20, so with your dex bonus would be what? Sadly, the nat 20, other than being a good roll, it isn't any better. So 22, and you were at 21.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, I was 13.
You were 20, so you are first to go. Which is interesting because now you guys are in single file line on a difficult spot to where running could involve, like, I mean, yeah, even just walking at normal speed could involve sliding down and crashing into each other. So this is just like comedy waiting to happen. This is awesome. Cool. All right, so you were there right in the middle of all these guys standing on this uneven thing, just like pressed up against everybody. You hear the dwarf just, well, how do you react?
God, an elf just stabbed me in the back.
I'll turn around and do I get a glimpse of the guy running?
Yeah, you look around, you just get this, and so you see this figure in dark, long black hair that's in a ponytail, and in just these dark clothes and gray skin, and he just darts off really fast and goes shoots up into the side passage and already out of sight. And speaking of which, go ahead and take his miniature off the table, because I'm going to go ahead and roll his hide from you roll, and we'll keep that to the side.
Let's see, so it'd be half movement to get through.
It would be half movement to get through people anyway. It's and then we have to voluntarily have movement not to fall. Now the good news is that's not going to hurt you anymore. So you just go ahead and consider this just it's not going to get any more difficult. So if you want, you can go ahead and take a half move until you get to the bottom.
So 5, 10,
15, 20, and then it goes to normal.
5, 30, and I'll kind of look down.
You want to do a dash and just go all the way after him, or?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay. Well, it's normal after that.
Yeah, so 5, and I'm gonna assume he went down here. 10,
Yeah, that's the way you saw him go.
20, 25. I'm not actually gonna stay here.
You're going to hang back. Okay, you do not see him yet. Okay, and that's it. All right.
So did I happen to catch a glimpse of him at all?
From where you up there now, you couldn't see shit.
I just hear,
From way up there in the line.
somebody screaming behind us.
Yeah.
I will make
You hear him say some really unkind things about elves. All right. So now, were you doing the difficult terrain, or are you?
Yes, I was doing the difficult
terrain. So you don't have to roll to see if you slip and crash into everybody. All right. You see that the blacksmith guy from town is run off after the whatever it was, and you hear the dwarf screaming and cursing and bleeding and talking about how much he hates elves.
Pointing ears. I swear I think it's one of his ears he's stuck in my back.
That's it. All right. You did your dash. Torn.
I guess I go with him.
All right.
So,
Are you going to try to now? You actually got a little bit of movement. You want to try risking going quickly, or you just want to make your way carefully?
I'm not that attached to him.
All right.
So I'm not too worried about it.
So 10 feet for every square. Or yeah.
I was in this one, right? Okay. 15, 20, yeah, 15, or 25.
Okay.
That's good enough for me.
All right. You see him there, and there's nothing around at the moment. There's just tiny little bits of sludge left over from where you saw the little guys you killed earlier. Still smoking away. All right, Pinman, you're way up the top. You just hear screams and everybody starts running back. Who hit the torch again?
I did.
All right, the light is retreating. It's getting really dark up in this passageway.
Who's directly behind me?
Me.
Yeah.
You?
Yep.
I think. I turn around and say, spread your legs, and I just slide down.
Oh my. He's not even your soulmate.
Huh. What's, I'm trying to find my alignment. Neutral good, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Now, you, because of your halfling thing, that you are able to move through, I do believe that's a thing, you can move through the squares of friendlies. You don't have to worry about that. So you literally are just able to just go, whee, slide through. Now, do you want to try just to go ahead and just slide down as if it's a water slide?
Yeah, I'm just
Let's
going
do
to
it.
slide
All
all the way
right.
down.
Give me an acrobatics roll. Let's do this.
Acrobatics, okay, I got a +5 to that.
Whee!
20.
Nice. All right, you do not take horrible damage from bouncing off of rocks. You just kind of slide your way like this is like a slip and slide in somebody's front lawn. All right, so you can end your turn right on the other side of the dwarf. You slide right through everybody. And I'll consider that just a standard move for you right now. Nicely played.
Cool.
All right, you can still take a regular action if you can or want to. Like you do a dash if you want to run up to the side, or you can do something else.
Dash is a bonus action.
Well, dash.
Since he's a rogue. I think it's a high level.
Well, now for every round he can do. What your bonus means?
My bonus.
It's disengage. You can do disengage,
Disengage,
or hide, or
and,
what? What's the other one?
Oh, come on.
Thought it was that.
Is it?
Disengage,
It's
hide.
it should be right there.
Yeah, he's dash. Should be. I use it.
So you could be able to make
Under your robe. Let me see your sheet for just a second.
Yeah, it doesn't have all that on it. I got it on my other turn.
Yeah, I know. You're just not used to this format. Rogue features. Advantage naturally stealthy. 200 fighting.
Yeah. Leave that one out.
You don't have it yet.
No, there's a
Oh, I
second.
don't have it yet?
It's second. That's a second level thing.
Oh.
So no, you can't. Let's just do ordinary stuff. You're still a first level wimp.
Rogues aren't crazy hit like third level.
Okay.
Hide.
All right. So now where you can't what are you hiding behind? If you want, I guess there's
I can
like,
hide behind people.
there's like a stalagmite here, so you're just gonna hide behind that and hope that no one
Being,
sees you.
being a halfling, I can hide behind anybody that's in the party.
This is true.
You have a cloak.
But the question is, who are you hiding from? Like, all these people are standing right around you. You can't really
Well, I
hide
know
from
he
them.
ran, guessing whatever ran this way.
Yeah,
That's
go
what
ahead and
everybody
roll
else
hide.
is
You can
running.
hide for anything that comes back into the room. Just
Okay,
your group are all around you already can see you. You're like,
Yeah.
no, we'll never find me.
That would fall under stealth, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I got 21.
Okay, excellent. All right, hold that number back. That'll just be the difficulty of anything that tries to find you. All right. And the mysterious guy that stabbed the dwarf does stuff that you don't know about.
You better
And
not.
Derek, what do you do?
Alright, I will.
He was thinking.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. Do you dare go into the darkness?
He backed right up on that. Backed him right up. Oh, man.
You got this.
Stop
You
you
stop
that.
there.
Right there.
And I'll use my action.
Yeah, do you want to heal yourself considering you were just nearly murdered?
I know.
Yeah, it took 9 points.
Plus
of damage.
8.
So 10 points of healing? Does that put you back at full? Cool. That's nice. The nice thing about being first level is how much healing is like this huge thing. But the bad news is one good hit can knock you completely out of the ring. All right, now with the bard. Now you're way up there, halfway up the passageway.
He's in a crouching move. Still
You
believe
roll
he
bare
hopes.
minimum
Yes.
healing and pop it out.
Nice.
15. He's on all fours.
Oh, so do you want to do a stealth and try to be hidden in this
Yes.
movement? Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Cool. Roll stealth for me, please.
Okay. I don't know how to do that.
You should have stealth under skills. If you do not, then just straight dexterity.
Dexterity. All right.
12. Okay. Once again, hold on to that number. That will be the difficulty of anything that's trying to find you. So you're like basically all crouched down at the
Now, I
very
have
top.
infravision. How much of that chamber can I see?
You can see it at 60 feet. So you can go ahead and reveal. I mean, you can go ahead and reveal this. No big deal. So you can already see that this like starts up another thing that goes up, and then there's another passageway that goes this way, and so that's you can go ahead and stop there. There's stuff happening there, and then you now gotta. You did split the party. Cool.
No, I didn't split the party.
Well,
I did the really stupid thing.
yeah, you went
He went
solo.
solo.
Myself.
Make your life interesting. All right, so. But you're hiding, so let's see. Something maybe trying to find you. Or at least the ability to find you. Something does not find you.
That's not fortunate.
Alright, Anouk. You're the end of the round.
Awesome. So 5, 10, and then you said it's.
You had to roll off for last place, which is my favorite thing.
Thanks. And that'd be 30, right? I can go right here towards the darkness and look into that room because I can see the
Let's see.
Do I
A little bit
see
further. Now this is where this goes underneath the this upper passage up here. So,
okay.
so this goes like this. Go ahead and roll perception.
Uh-oh.
See, he's body.
You better get it. Pointing.
So that's 11.
You see nothing.
I don't like
It's very dark.
It's very dark and creepy. All right, back up, Belmont. You were right there at point. You have chased the bad man.
I need to. I'm not gonna trust you. Like I met you like yesterday.
Yesterday.
Because he's holding the torch, can I kind of see farther in?
Was holding the torch. I mean, you basically about as far as you can see. I mean, not only is it dark and shadowy, but it winds around. So yeah, that's about as far as you can do without moving forward. You want to charge forward into the darkness?
I'll go cautiously, kind of tap with my hammer.
What's your character?
He's the ticked off blacksmith. He's the barbarian.
He's the barbarian.
He is you two
He's gonna go
barbarians.
timidly into that shadow.
Well, that's fine.
That's all right. I'm just trying to provoke.
Over to rage. Attack the darkness.
I had fun sliding down water slide.
20. I'll go there.
Alright, you go that far? Okay.
Wow, tapping my hand in front of me.
That's right. So now you're at the point where you're basically in dim light. So you're not going to be able to, you're at a disadvantage to see things, but you can see a little bit further. Still no evidence of this guy. You can go ahead and make a perception roll.
Oh yeah, you want to make that roll.
20.
That's right. You still don't see him.
Oh, man.
He's not there.
Like, yeah, he's not there. He's further along. He ran into.
And I'll move forward my last.
You don't went past him. He's behind you.
Yeah. You can always divide up your move.
Yeah, I'll move forward my
All right.
last.
It's really dim at this point, but you're there. You don't see anything just yet. All right, Leah.
I saw the bard kind of go off on his own, so I'm going to follow the bard.
Okay. So once again, you have to do half move up the stairs without risk, unless you want to risk sliding back down, hurting yourself.
Hey, sliding down's fun.
And then I'm going to go dash them.
No, if you can't do a dash, unless you want to have to risk falling and hurting yourself. Because running up there is the opposite of
Taking your time.
of taking your time and not hurting you.
That's what I'll do.
All right, cool. Torn.
No barbarian left alone, so I'm gonna go with him. And I have a torch because I think you're going the first thing it's in the dark. 5, 10.
Oh,
It got really dark in there for the half
All right.
all of a sudden.
The light source has caught up with you quite a bit. Now you can see better. You feel a little bit better about the situation now.
Now I'm going.
Any other action besides the move?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything up here. It's not there. All right, halfling. You're hiding behind a rock. Yeah, and it's good. The source of light is rapidly disappearing ahead of you,
I know,
so you
I'm
can
gonna have to chase
just
my light
stay
source
alone in the
down.
dark, or you can go after them. It's still just dim in here. You can still see, and you're close enough from the outside. There's still some light on.
And dash.
Okay.
I caught up
Cool.
with my
You
light
got caught up.
source.
It is now the bad guy's turn. Stuff happens that you're completely unaware of. Derek.
Bleeding Hills. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you're not going to really pass it unless you want to do a dash.
And then,
Oh, yeah, you got a little movement too.
yeah. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
I have dark vision.
Forward. All right, Nard. You're looking into the room. You know.
That's something you don't do a lot.
This is a dungeon crawl. Now here's the problem. As you can already see from the map, there is both this flowing pool of water and you're nearby this waterfall. So there's like loud water, so you're at disadvantage. So go ahead and roll your perception check, but at disadvantage.
11
11. All right.
plus perception 2, so 13.
13. You think you hear something in the distance. It might even be like an echo of a voice, like a male voice, just on the edge, but it's just like with the rushing water, so it's impossible to make out a direction, or even if that's just or if it's just your mind playing tricks on you. It's just barely perceivable. Mostly you just hear this rushing water over stone.
Okay. So over here, what do I see here?
See, just kind of like another one of these sloping passageways. This one's going steeply up toward the north. Also very wet. Water's dripping down the walls all over this place, and you can just hear the sound of this waterfall, and this cave branches off.
Solid wall here, as far as I can tell.
Yes, except up to here. Here is where you can just sort of barely see. Let's see how far you can see. Dark vision 60 feet. Oh yeah, you can see this pretty well. So actually, there is a gap here of about 10 feet, and a waterfall shoots out from about 15 feet up and falls through this gap in the floor and shoots down into the darkness below. And then this sloping passage goes open over wherever the source of the water is coming from. So you can't quite see. This thing is walled up and higher, but this is the source, and the water flows underneath this sloping passageway and then shoots out and falls down underneath.
Water breathing again. He's spilled it now.
And then this also branches off in different directions. You've now gone up. You're completely a kind of a level up over where everybody else is. So if you went off to the east, you'd be walking right over the barbarian's head.
Okay, so I'm going to hold action with the idea that I will either retreat if I see more than one fellow, or I may shoot my crossbow if I see one fellow.
Got it.
That's true. Post officers enjoy the fact that they have something. Because eventually, as you get some action on them, once they perfect it,
And Anouk.
Oh, now I think I went the wrong way because there's like a lot of people over there who keep talking crap about elves. So,
Yes, we have fully split the party. Thank you.
And then I said something else.
Marcus, you're a bad influence on people.
I don't want him to die alone.
All right, round 3 of this particular situation is back up to you.
Ow, then again.
You want to continue your march forward?
Continue march.
You can go ahead, and if you want to just open up this whole section over here, that's fine.
I have to stay with the light sorcerer. I'm blind.
Do that. I mean,
Same,
nothing's-
but
same,
I am
this
the
room
light
is now
Yeah, exactly. You are the light
full
sorcerer.
free roam.
I'll move towards, or I'll move up to the entrance into the room. And 125. That's what I
Okay, this room is very rocky. Has lots of stalagmites and stalactites. So there's more than you even see here, but this is just to give you kind of an idea. There's just like a bunch of rocks and spiky things coming up and down.
Uh-oh.
That's all do.
Alright.
Can't really see anymore. So.
I don't think before you can take what you're about to run into.
We got a better chance of you than we'll probably slide.
Hey, the slide's fun.
Yes, for you.
There's not much damage right there. We got all the damage with us.
The slide is fun. Trust me. If you want to make it quick as cake, just slide down.
So far, that's what you see. I'll go ahead and describe the room to you. Make sure I don't inaccurately. All right. When you first have to come down in here, actually about right where you are, the ceiling slopes down drastically to about 4 feet high. You're having to like seriously hunch over, and so that would really.
Well then, it's unexpected.
And so you're right there at the entrance. You're looking in there, and then you also see that among all the rocks in this room, you're seeing lots of stone formations and then funky little growths, like some kind of fungus, things that are like gray to purple. Everything from little mushrooms, all of these things that look like little saplings, but are just funky colors and have this weird iridescent light. This whole room is weird. And wet. Alright, so, but so far you didn't see anything else in there.
You have the ability to put a fungus in your mouth and taste it.
Alright, Leah.
I'm gonna kind of stealth up behind him and give him a nice pat on the back. Hey, buddy.
You're doing great. Alright, Torn. Yeah, you're also getting near, by the way, when you see all that in dim light, because once again, you charge up ahead away from the light source.
I'm just gonna go with this movie there. If I don't reach him, I'd dash to him. Just put me right next to him. 30.
You're already
I dash 5 feet. That's fine.
Alright, now you can see all this stuff much better with the torch.
Having an ass.
I think that's gonna happen.
You're watching Aquarius on Netflix?
I only saw, I only saw the first season. My friend Sarah and John are the executive producers and creators of that show.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see the video that the cast of The Magician and Supernatural had done and made for Liz? I posted that up. I'll have to send it to you. But Sarah Gamble was the former executive producer of Supernatural, and after she left that show, she partnered up with another guy, John McNamara, and they together created 2 shows. One was The Magicians, that's on Sci-Fi Channel. The other is Aquarius, that they were covering NBC, and they both are doing both shows. So, but I've been friends with Sarah ever since I worked on Supernatural.
But there's an episode in the 2nd season when you start talking about mushrooms. I'm like, oh.
The other, I mean, come on, it's the 60s. All right. Got these little guys, which you're not aware of until they throw rocks at you.
They're throwing rocks at me?
They literally scoot down and have rocks. Once again, they're little guys. These rocks are comically large for their little fists, but they hurl them like baseball pitchers, just straight at you.
All right.
All right.
Well, now, okay, so because I was at the end of last turn, I don't get to take my snapshot first. I was sitting there waiting for somebody to do something.
I'll let you once one of these things jumps out and attacks you. I basically call it simultaneous.
Okay.
So, but I'll go ahead and resolve their attack rolls first. All right. So.
I have probably half cover or something here because I'm prone.
Yeah, you are prone. I will go ahead and treat that as disadvantage, which is good for you because a couple of rocks sail over your head and a couple of rocks nearly hit you, bouncing off there, and you're like, what? All right, and now you can fire off your readied shot.
So, I got +5 in this one. 12.
12? Actually, yes, 12 is exactly what you needed in that one. That is the armor class. We'll go ahead and if you get a 12 or higher, you go on these guys. 5. All right. He's gone.
Yeah.
All right.
And now,
And now you can't do anything because that wasn't in your round. That was just your reaction. We'll get to you. Pinman.
We'll get around to me in about 5.
I'm going to try to catch up to my light source.
Good call.
15, 20, 25. I'll just stop back there.
All right, you're gonna stop back there. No more anything. Just
Hold.
Holding back. All right.
Holding a second action might be to run around.
I'm holding the rest of my actions just in case. Since my light source keeps running away.
Suddenly, this guy has a small bow. And he's going to shoot at one of the barbarians. Which one is it going to be? So we'll just say high, low. So if it's high, he shoots at you. If it's low, he shoots at you. Sorry, tough break.
They like you.
Sorry, kid.
Hoping that I at least don't
All right.
actually die.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, no,
Just-
I hope to pass my.
That is a 16 to hit. Does that get you?
Yeah, 16.
Sorry, I did. Yep, you have a 14. All right, well, cool. You are sneak attacked. Yeah.
3d6, yeah.
Well, I'm not. Luckily for you, not 3d6. He gets a 2d6 bonus to his plus
3d6 total.
3d6 total damage. But. All right, you take 14 points of damage as he fires an arrow straight at you. So he drops you.
Yeah.
And then.
I was at 14, like the max, but I had been whittled down to 4. But you guys said I didn't like healing, so.
I need a flare. Help!
Did you say you didn't like healing?
No, they said I didn't like healing.
Why would you not like healing?
He's barbarian.
He's a
Magical.
He's
I know.
and not only that, but he's like his background is he's the town blacksmith. He's just an angry man. He's not like a wilderness barbarian.
Oh.
Right.
So that totally doesn't have to be. You can be like, bring on the healing, please.
Can I get a shot off at him?
No, you don't have a ready
Andrew,
action.
when is the last time we played D&D and I did not mess with you?
Here, and then he takes his shot. He does his,
Good boy.
he moves back here, and then he is going to use his awesome rogue bonus action to try to hide again. So he's he's back there, but he slinks behind some shadows and mushrooms, and he's going to make a hide roll, and then it'll be hard. You guys will have to try to find him if you can. him down because he's like back there. He is now stealthing around the shadows behind rocks and mushrooms.
I got a light to go.
All right, Derek. The barbarian blacksmith dude falls his back with an arrow right in his chest.
Pointing things in my own rings. Why don't we do this?
No, I'm going to cast thaumaturgy to make it sound like thunder back here telling the cage charging in.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
Just thunder, and then as a bonus action, I will healing word him.
D4 plus your modifier.
D4.
Also with this.
11.
11 points.
Oh, you're at 1 hit point.
Saying, no, he's at 11.
Oh, I thought he was a minus 10.
No, we don't do minuses in 5th edition. You always heal from 0. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it'll take me a turn to get back up, but
So yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's still down. Go ahead. He's still prone. So we're going to do it. He'll have to use his move action to get back on his feet. But you feel, alive.
I feel incredible.
Compared, you feel better than you did before you dropped. All right, Nard. All right, you nailed one of them, but you see another one is slinking back there. He threw a rock at you too.
30 out
And then a
spells?
spell.
We're gonna take a long rest at some point.
Actually, maybe I'll
He's been using
I'll
both
do
two.
that
Actually, both of them.
in reverse.
So-
I'm gonna try to make it sound like there's a
Pass out again?
like a
I
rattlesnake behind him. I want him to break cover so I can nail him.
Okay.
So, did that work?
All right. Let me see. Let me see how that one reads real quick. Illusion. Let me see. Yeah. Right now, if you create a sound, so you basically you can create a sound or an image. You can't do both with this one. So what's it going to be? You may look like there's a snake,
It's
or
in
make
the
it
dark,
sound
so
like
I
a
want
snake.
it to sound like there's a snake.
All right, just like a horrible little hissing rattlesnake sound. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a little save roll. Yeah, he kind of just barely glances, but he stays focused. So you don't get any special
So
advantage
he
from that.
glances. I'm going to shoot at him while he's not looking. No dex.
Go ahead and it's make 1d4. This is a violet fungus.
A violet fungus. Well, pick it properly then.
More like a violet.
Ooh, he used to make 4 attacks. Nice.
Oh my God.
Okay, it makes 1d4 rotting touch attacks, and I rolled a 4. So.
Why do you go that way?
I can't heal you.
Hell! SOS.
Miss.
Popping players.
And a
Medicine spare the dying.
I don't have my card in front of me. What's your armor class?
14.
14. Okay, you were hit twice.
Everybody's been like,
Nope, I'm not that. Stop. Not everybody.
Alright, you
the
take,
end doesn't count.
you take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Well, I'm half health now.
But you're raging, but you're not protected from necrotic. Because the lashes isn't what it hurts you, it's just nasty spores that just go into your skin and start rotting your flesh.
No, I'm not raging.
Your barbarian rage does not help you there. 7 points.
Well, I'm not using rage yet.
Oh, I thought you said you were. Alright.
No.
It's cool. Alright, now you can. This is where your movement was up there, what, 15 feet into it? So you can continue to charge the thing, just pretend that didn't happen, or you can deal with what's going on here.
Every time I get one, it blows up.
So I can still attack at that guy? Alright, I'll do that, yeah.
Yeah, you can just say whatever.
So it
Now
didn't
here's the
actually
thing
matter.
though, if you actually run fully out and attack the guy, you will get one more attack of opportunity on you.
Is there? Is he still within?
He can't do multi-attack, he only gets you with one tentacle, but he can still try to nail you. Up to you.
I will use rage. I will use rage. I'll attack at the violet. The violet.
Oh, you gonna attack the fungus? Okay, cool. Do it. Good news is, this is easy to hit. You have to really screw up to not hit this thing.
I got 13 with that.
Totally hit.
Yep.
Pick it up and swing it at that guy.
3 plus 4. Plus 5. 9 plus rage. So that's 14. Oh, that is.
Okay. It is really badly hurt, but yeah.
Attack plus
Still
5 hit each. That's plus 5 to hit. So that's plus 5 to make sure.
It should have plus damage at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On your
2d6 plus 3 for damage.
Okay.
This is
Or
a cool
plus
thing. I
five.
think let's snap a picture of it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what's the actual total?
9.
9. Okay. Actual total on that was
I'm less tested.
Say hi, guys.
Never splits the party.
All right.
Get that from both sides.
You slice this thing nearly in half with your sword, but it's still wiggling around.
You only get one
Still
attack with
flailing.
rage?
I mean, rage does not give you extra attacks. It
Oh,
gives you
yeah.
it gives you damage resistance, which is extremely cool. And you get some other benefits, some bonuses to
Yeah.
that, but you don't get an extra attack. All right. So that is your thing. You are now back to that was torn. Now it is. These guys are not on the board at the moment, so never mind them. Pinbin the halfling.
Move me up with him. And I'm gonna shoot.
If you were back there, I'm not sure that you would know where to look. You're gonna have to.
5, 10, 15, 15. No, not going up.
Roll a perception. And I'll go ahead and because you heard him say it, but you weren't quite good there, good enough to see it. I'll go ahead and roll it with advantage, since you at least got some idea of where he might be.
15.
You can't see the guy.
Good.
You don't know where he is, so you're like,
Do I see this thing?
yes, you do. You see it's just like it's got these tentacles and it's just lashing out at the
I'm gonna
barbarian.
shoot at it with my bow then. Since I didn't see the big guy.
Sure.
If you miss, I'm gonna be real upset with you.
You missed. You're sad.
17.
This thing has a 5 armor class. It's just a big. It is just a giant mushroom with
Well,
tentacles that
that's a
can
plus
barely
5
move.
to hit.
Take a second hit point.
9 points of damage.
All right, you pierce it, and there's a huge puff of spores come off of it, and then it just kind of the wiggling tentacles slow down and just droop down, and whatever you got, that was enough to take it out. Cool.
But it casts spores.
Not him.
Essentially.
Hey, you want to covenant? I'm gonna
Alright.
break through
Well,
the
it had a happy.
I killed him.
Meanwhile, it's now this guy's turn. Now you were aware of where he was, so he can't sneak attack you, but he does dart forward and just stab you with his blade.
Alright, guys. If he does 7 on me, I'm done.
Natural 2, probably not going to cut it.
Nice.
But he uses his disengage free action, bonus action, so he automatically gets away from you without you getting an attack. And he can't try to hide, but he does just kind of duck down there. All right, Derek.
According to the audience, you keep moving things.
It's nice to know people are still watching this craziness. All right.
We're up to 31 viewers.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, hi, everybody. Derek, the dwarf. What are we doing?
I will 5, 10. Cast what's the name of it?
Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame.
Nice.
Theme of ray that comes, or light that comes down, he makes a dex save.
Dex save, what is the DC? 14? Okay.
Ooh, nice roll.
All right.
Cast
He made a 22 on his dex saving throw.
He definitely
takes
made
half.
it.
So he say 4? Okay. All right. Well, that's first blood on this guy.
I hate me some elves.
No, you know.
That's why I didn't go to your group. See, that's why all the
It's all the racism that split this party up. It's what's dividing our country. Yes, it's.
All the elves.
All right. That was Derek. Now you moved. You cast. Any bonus actions or anything else you're doing? All right.
I'm just thinking I'll get stabbed in
Cool.
the back.
All right, Nard the Bard. You were just standing there watching and nothing happened. You gonna cautiously explore this room, or you gonna go back and rejoin the rest of the group?
I'm assuming they're all behind me. What they went
Yeah,
on?
you don't know where they are. It's kind of hard to hear with all this water.
Oh, right there.
Okay.
I'll move with him.
Yep, and you did. You'd already ready the thing from last turn.
Standing on your heels, literally.
Here's when we
We
get
go
talking
ahead.
about it.
It's okay. All right, come on.
I seen them before. This is going.
All right, so you're there. You see this chamber goes to the south, or this passageway, rather. Nothing else seems to be going on in the immediate vicinity. Any actions or special things you want to do? We're staying in initiative since we're like, you guys are in exploration mode, you guys are in deadly combat mode, so you guys are just going by a matter of seconds, just to keep the time consistent.
Sure.
Deadly combat.
Deadly combat.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
You sure they're fine?
They should be.
All
Went
right.
down back down. I thought
Alright.
they all slid back down the
So
hill.
you're looking back there, you're following, and it's a nook. You want to move up and...
1, 2, 3.
Yay! Well, this is the last square that will be rough. You can go back to walking like a normal human. If you want to dash, because now that you're at the edge, you can go ahead and dash and just get right up there with them if you
Go
want.
ahead and get your way.
Very cool. Now, almost half the party is up here on the top level, and now we're in round 5 ever since that guy backstabbed the dwarf. And it is your turn. Starting
Alright.
rounding back up again.
I'm going to activate Rage, and I'm gonna.
You are pissed. He
go
shot
over
you
to-
in the chest.
Yeah. I saw the light for a moment.
That's why I hide my organs.
That's why I hide my organs. That was fun.
Nice.
Oh man.
I'm going to go ahead and give you an inspiration. That was a nice.
I'm going to swing my Warhammer.
Yep. As well you should.
First man to D&D. I like that.
Close.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, he just literally, just nimbly, barely gets out of your way. You literally like brush his hair as his ponytail whips to the side. Alright.
Give me my haircut.
Alright, Leah.
Thompson.
Oh, I'm gonna do the same thing. Just kind of hold and wait for.
You're up there, and you can, at this point, just like here, you see there's this waterfall that's going down this side. Now this passage kind of slopes down, but the cave walls rise to where, you're away from the
Can I
water.
kind of listen into that little area right
You
there?
can, but just like I told him before, because this waterfall is making so much noise, you'll be at disadvantage.
Nope. I wouldn't have heard it
You
anyway.
don't hear nothing. Alright, Torn.
Yeah, move me around
You
against
get
that
the some double barbarian action on this guy.
Yeah. I just need to be close to him. I got +5 range with my sword, so yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I just need to get closer to him. All right, I'm gonna smack him with a sword. I got nat 15 +2, so
That's a
that's
hit.
17.
Got him.
3 + 5, 6, 7, 8 +3. No, +5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You're not good with this math.
I'm not. I said that yesterday. I'm terrible at math.
I'll give you one of these too.
How did I hire you? I don't even. What happened?
Good thing the register's got like a little thing where it tells you how much you get back. We would be short some money.
Definitely can't say anything. Because I'm the game designer who's bad at math too.
I'm looking.
Halfling, Hinman.
Yeah, I can reach. You don't have to touch my character. I have to reach it for you.
According to everybody, you move everybody's character.
Yeah,
except
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, see, watch out for White Sword.
Oh, shoot my boys.
Extremely helpful.
Now I'm at advantage because my teammates are within 5 feet of him. So I have advantage to him with my bow. And why do I keep doing that?
Yeah, figure your stuff out of there.
19 plus 5, 24.
That's a hit.
And do I get my extra D6 because this is my...
If you have advantage, then you get your sneak attack bonus. Now, what gave you advantage again?
My teammates are within 5 feet.
Oh, that's right. Now, is that with range? That counts as well. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
6, 7, 8, 12, or 11 points of damage.
Ouch.
I really need to stop rolling my dice underneath the mic
I know
over
you're
here.
tough, but I think he's equally
Oh
tough.
man, that was an 18 too.
All right, you hurt him. You hurt him bad. It is his turn. He pulls out a vial from inside his thing, takes a stopper, drinks it, and you can see some of his wounds close up.
Wow, do they get an attack of opportunity when he does
Nope, that's his action, and then he uses disengage to run away from you guys. So he-
Do you have to make a roll to disengage?
Nope, that's a bonus action for his type of character. A free thing.
He's like, screw you guys, I'm out of here.
Well, he's not out of the room yet. He could be in very deadly jeopardy. Now I gotta roll to see how much healing he got.
I didn't get a free shot when he got that up.
Nope.
Upper on me.
However, he rolled sad on his healing. That's not good.
Whenever you sit up like this, you should always put the oldest guy here because I couldn't even read your dice. I tried, but my eyes are too bad to do it.
All right, Derek.
He's
right over there.
5, 10, 15, and I want to
Crunch.
ride and tackle.
Are you gonna try to grab him? All right. Grab all.
12 plus, that'd be just strength. 14.
14. You do not grapple him. He's a big, clumsy dwarf. He just ducks out of the way.
You stop that.
And
That's it for you, unless you have a bonus.
Swing and a miss.
Miss. You're not grappling with him, and it is your turn. You were up there looking down that passageway. Inviting and mysterious.
Would he be on the ground now since he
Yeah.
tried to tackle him, or just a miss?
No. He just slid out of the way, but he's still on his feet.
I just don't want to shoot you in the back of the head with an arrow.
He'd be alright.
That becomes that's another one of these ones exactly like the other one where if you decide to go normal speed, you have to start making rolls to make sure you don't fall.
Well, I thought these were steps this time.
No, it's just a visual indicator that this
May I
is a
start
slope.
over?
Yes, you may.
Okay. So I thought those were steps.
Not actual steps. It's just like shorthand to show you that's going up, and or this is just a relatively even flat cover.
I'm going to try to get right here to see into that way, but while maintaining as much cover as possible.
Let's see. To look at Nard. Hey, Nerd. Gunard, you're you notice an odor.
The smelling part.
It is not quite. It's pungent, I guess would be the word.
Pungent.
Pungent. Do you have proficiency in Arcana?
Yes,
Do.
I do.
Well,
Plus
then
3.
you recognize the smell. Guano, because it is a common spell component. So you smell like this really strong, like ammonia-y kind of smell drifting up from the south.
Makes great fertilizer.
All right. All right. You move. You smell some stuff.
Yep.
Anouk.
Smooth smells.
You can go a lot farther if you want. You don't have to stop and let him go first. You are technically tougher than either of these other two characters.
30.
Much tougher.
Yeah, she's the ranger hiding behind the bard. She's
Right.
sort of adorable.
Do I see anything through this stuff? Or
She
not?
just likes my
I'm
butt.
looking around.
You can go ahead and pull the last piece of paper off and open it. This
Are all
last
3 of us chicks?
Yes.
page. Yeah. Well,
We're like Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Right.
They could actually work out some
Whatever.
redhead,
Cool one.
somewhat brunette, and a blonde.
Yeah,
They could work Charlie's Angels.
not yet. Not from here.
Oh, yeah.
But you
We'll all be
also
Kate
smell the
Jackson.
stinkiness. At this point,
Too late for
all three of you smell this pungent
I'm gonna
odor.
yell out popcorn. As like loud as I can.
Popcorn.
It could be Lucy Lou.
That's
She's Charlie's
That's
Angels.
what I said. Anytime I fart, I go, does anyone smell popcorn? That way they breathe deep.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, nothing else happened with you guys. Now we're in round 6 ever since that horrible backstab incident.
Alright, I'm
You're right there. You're
gonna move towards the
Bad dude.
guy.
gonna have to go around.
We're gonna box him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, I'm gonna try to
Smush him. Smush him.
still enraged.
Oh, that is
Oh,
the
that's
best.
nice knowing you.
1. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me real quick.
Roll better.
Oh my god.
Oh, one.
All right, you swing this wide thing, and your hammer goes flying back the other direction. Roll.
Somebody on the feedback line just died for $10.
One of you two's getting it.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll on the dwarf.
Yeah, I'm way away.
Crit.
20.
Let's see.
I seen that too.
17. Miss.
All right. So his hammer literally just blows your hair back as he swings around, and you're like turned around like with the momentum. You were going for this powerful finishing blow. It did not work out. Okay, you're done. That's your round. All right, Leah. You also, as a wizard, like Yo-Yo Guano, for sure. If only I hadn't fireball. Sure.
Hold the rest of it.
Okay. Torn. There's nowhere to get. At this point, you're crowded in.
Yeah, I can't squeeze past them anyway.
No. That's too tight a space for you to get into.
You're too big.
You could possibly, like, if you only want to go range, you could throw a javelin over the dwarf's head, but you're firing through melee, so be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Just put me right behind the dwarf there. Hey, right there. It don't really matter. I'm not doing anything. I'm just positioning.
Okay, you're in hold position. All right. All right, halfling.
Step right here so I can see through these two.
You're firing.
Fire away!
All right, it's a disadvantage.
Which makes it more.
It means no sneak attack or anything special.
11.
Nope.
Why do rogues get advantage for that?
Allies within 5 feet.
I don't think you get advantage. I think you get a sneak attack.
If they get advantage, I'm thinking player change.
It could be.
As he was.
Well, no. If I remember correctly, you're right. The language is you get the sneak attack bonus if you have advantage, and if one of your allies is within 5 feet of the guy you're attacking. So, but it doesn't grant you that advantage. It's just those one of the two ways you can get it. So you'd still give you disadvantage on that shot.
I'll miss.
You miss it. It's fine. It's fine, but just for future reference, that is how that works.
Yeah, so
Nice try.
Yeah, if you have an ally within 5 feet. But otherwise, if you have advantage from other circumstances, that also kicks in the sneak attack. All right, and now it's this guy. He's hemmed in. He's got a dwarf and a big dude with a hammer in his face.
Better get bullied real hard.
He's let's see. So again, I'm gonna go for the.
Disengage the wrong way?
Well, he can, but he wants to.
Yeah.
catch up.
Pull this one up.
All right, he's going low. Green's low as a dwarf. So that's a natural 6, which is not good. Yeah, there's no way that's a miss. All right, but he also is going to use. He's going to use disengage, and he's going to try to acrobatics his way through you guys.
Root.
So first, I got to make a good enough roll. Otherwise, he's not going anywhere.
Chase him down like a dog.
Natural 8, probably not going to cut it. Under skills, yeah, he's good. He's not that good. Okay, go ahead and put him back where he was. He tries to kind of like do a tuck and roll through you guys, and between a big bulky dwarf and a bulky barbarian guy,
He just kind of.
he just like hit off the brick wall of muscle in his face, so he stays right where he is. That did not work out.
Excuse me,
All
sir.
right, Derek.
Okay, I'm fit up for this guy.
All right, all right. Spend an inspiration. You have advantage.
And I'm going to swing my hammer in his face. 10 plus 14.
14. That's not quite good enough. So close. All right. Hard. Charging toward the stinky smell, or walking slowly toward the
I'm not
stinky
even
smell.
sure why we're going through the stinky smell. No, alright. I'll go down to here,
That's where the adventure
trying
is.
to stay as close to that wall, that little niche right there as possible. Slide.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception check. I like it. Yeah, I have a high perception. Is that wisdom?
Yes. This is a room. Now, there's
It's a room.
now you do
You
see.
don't even know it's a cave.
From here, you can definitely see the floor is covered in guano, and like at some point in the middle of the room, like literally piled up. Like bats have lived in here a really, really, really long time. Lots of them.
Anybody have a like? Torch?
I got a fireball.
That would ignite it. Be careful with that.
All right, Anouk.
There's a treasure chest in the far wall.
I'll go 20 right there. And I'm just going to kind of.
Roll perception.
So 18.
Okay, nice. All right. Well, unlike the bard,
Hey, he has like 300 things to tell you.
I mean, there's a couple things going on. One is that even though you're looking down the floor and there's a pile of shit everywhere, there is also up there you see the just, at least hundreds of these tiny little bats that are roosting in the ceiling. They're all there, but among them are two little dudes.
Two little bit.
Two little dudes.
Nesting in the ceiling.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let's think.
Well, no, like in
Get
this
your hair in
situation,
there. These guys are. This is just a show. They're literally. You see their pickaxes are literally just up in the ceiling. They're just kind of dangling there and grinning wickedly, right at you.
Jesus Christ.
Because they know if you attack them, the bats will all go.
Oh, is that what it is?
So what do you?
Couldn't shoot one.
So what do you want to do? They're you see them and they're kind of just at the moment they seem to be sitting ducks.
Where is the goop? Are we in the goop? Are we standing in the goop?
No, it's you guys are kind of on the edge of the goop. It kind of is.
I'm going to kind of wave and hold my position.
Okay.
If there's
No
not
problem.
enough.
Beginning of round 7.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
This all started like there when he got backstabbed.
Right.
I'm gonna try to swing at the guy.
Get a 15. I believe that'll be you.
18.
That will do it. Roll some good damage for me.
I'll do
Yeah.
Please kill this guy.
Do the trick. I can't hit the broadside.
He's about to take another potion.
Plus 5. 11.
11. Oh, he is in bad shape. All right, Leah.
Okay.
I will.
I like how you keep voting new names for me.
Also approach.
Okay.
Do I see those guys?
Well, I'll assume that she's like pointing out that there are bad guys hanging from the
Of
ceiling.
course
on
I
the
would.
right.
I'm like, look, there's the spot.
Look, there's some dudes. You see them?
I'll look back and ask if you want me to light them up.
No, you'll hit the bat.
They're little gray aliens.
And then the bats will hit you.
These vampire bats or they're like normal bats?
These are like little fruit, not fruit bats, but just like normal little bats that eat insects.
Bats are like.
No, not even fruit bats. These are just like normal little cave dwelling bats that go out and eat bugs at night. Not vampires or anything horrible. Just little bats.
Just enough to
And they're
kill you.
sleeping.
And then I will hold and wait on a response.
She's a ranger. She likes the animals. All right, but it's your turn. What do you want
I
to do?
will hold and wait for a response. From
Okay.
either
What
of them.
action are you holding? Like, what are you gonna
Yeah.
do if something happens?
Cast a fireball at them if they tell me to.
Okay.
Fireball.
Fireball.
It is a ball of fire. It's just a little one. It's like the size of a softball. All right, so you're holding your action torn.
I guess I have to hold.
Well, you've got a ranged weapon if you want to use it.
Yeah.
But you haven't done an attack, so you've dropped out of your rage because you had to do an attack every round.
I think.
If you want to chuck a javelin, you can. Throw it at the horse head. Now you do risk.
Yeah.
You're a disadvantage, but
That's why I haven't done it yet.
What can't do
What's
worse?
the worst that could happen?
Yeah. What's your guys' health at?
I'm fine.
you're all right so far. Do you want to just hang back and see what happens?
I'm gonna chuck an axe at him. I got hand axe. I'll chuck
There
it.
you go. All right, roll it. Disadvantage. So
18 4. Gee, that's a big spread.
well, the good news is you don't hit the dwarf or the other guy. The bad news is, that didn't work out so well.
Well, my index.
All right.
And hold.
So these guys start making just this hideous scream that is ear-ringing and makes the stones themselves seem to shake for just a second. I will allow you to go ahead and do your ready to action.
I will firebolt right into the middle of the.
The two guys? Can you get them both?
No, I don't think I'd be able to
Get
get them
one.
both. I was gonna say I could light the whole room on fire, but probably be best to just get one.
The fire is going to light the whole room on fire. There's no doubt.
Well, no, I mean, the shooting up at the ceiling isn't going to cause it.
Flames will come down onto
No.
the back line, which is ignitable, right?
Well, it is
It's
ignitable.
gonna fall.
It is ignitable, but it's not like super explosive, so it's not going to just instantly explode from just one little spark.
Okay.
So as long as it doesn't fire directly into the poop, then it should be alright.
Sounds like a good time to fire.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Automatic
I think
hit.
they're firing right into the poop.
First, you guys killed the puppy.
That's one thing to do.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, you fire into the poop.
Fire into the poop.
He's firing into the poop.
Alright, so we're.
This may not end well.
I'm gonna
Please-
try to aim directly.
Please mark where you want the poop fire
Yeah,
to begin.
right there.
Right there. Go ahead and roll your attack roll.
That would be a 21.
Alright, you are successful in igniting the poop.
Man, he nailed it.
We have a poop fire, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a poop bomb. First it went
So,
I'd like to make an 8 dot.
so this isn't like this explosive blast, but it just goes, and it does get, kind of a big, stinky kind of fire that looks like it's going to grow pretty quickly.
This is not like going to the bathroom and lighting a match.
Now I'd like to shoot one of those guys. I mean, all I did so far was yell at him to do something.
Alright, well, hold on a second. You didn't ready in action now. I got to roll initiative for this.
For something else, uh-oh.
Right.
Something that was in the poop, and now it's mad.
Food monster.
It's a guano gobble.
Yeah, guano gobble.
That's going to suck, especially if it's a flaming guano gobble.
It's a flaming guano gobble.
Alright, and that means these guys.
That is mad. Yeah.
And that means they're
In the
next.
Army for 12 years. I've been involved in a few of those.
Alright, these guys shriek, and this thing, now there's flame coming up from the floor. It doesn't directly shoot and kill anything yet, but it definitely causes this huge storm of activity.
Are you a fan of feces that
You
way?
have to be for sticking my arm in a centipede hole.
That's true.
Keep catching the pile of crap on fire.
Glad I didn't roll like a 2 or something.
Hit your foot.
Alright, so now we have huge swarm of bats. Sorry, this is another Kodak moment. I have to get a picture of this one. We have flaming poop, we have little guys hanging
We
from
have
the
a swarm
ceiling,
of
we have a
bats.
giant swarm of bats. All while you're having a pitch battle with an assassin over in the other place. So this is just way too much fun.
So have any of the other 4 times you've ran it, has someone lit the poop on fire?
Not deliberately. It has always been secondary poop flame.
Yeah, not deliberately.
Like there's always that was always a side effect of other things happening. All right, now you have a bat swarm that is freaking out because of flame and the screams of these things, and the screams of these things seem to be directing it to attack you guys. So, speed, so screech, 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 screech.
You got anything for the bell?
Who later became a porn star.
Really?
True story.
Huh.
No, you don't want to see that movie.
Didn't want to.
Then he went to biggest
I don't know what's more disconcerting, the story that you told or the fact that you've seen the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Thank you.
Some things cannot be unseen. All right, you were hit with a 17.
Darn it.
Jeez.
Shield. Shield would be, shield's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
So could I pop up a shield?
You You can.
Okay, I would like to pop up my shield.
Alright, and what does that do?
That makes my AC 18.
Alright, well then you protect yourself from the suddenly hundreds of things just trying to fly in your hair and bite and scratch you.
Who knew the bats would get upset?
Still my turn?
Yeah. Why would the bats be
Been your
mad
turn.
over a
We haven't
fireball?
right down to you yet.
I knew.
Well, I thought we were down to me, and that's when I...
No, we've been at the top of the round.
Okay,
So that was the
I
bats.
apologize.
No worries. Alright, Pinbin the Halfling, we're back up here.
Well, since obviously I'm not having any luck with my bow, I am going to drop my short sword and step up right between these guys and attack you. That's the advantage of being little.
Yes, you can. That is one thing
Do I still get an advantage on that one?
because he's in melee directly with everybody else. You don't. It doesn't give you advantage, but it allows you to do your sneak attack. If you hit, you get that benefit.
13.
13, not good enough.
I can hit the box out of the bar.
You guys are first level characters. This is how this goes. All right, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He is going to stab.
I
You
make
in the
fun
tub.
of him.
One of you.
He gets ready to look around and tell him he can't stab me again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Big wimp.
All right, dwarf. Dwarf gets it, and I knock over everything on the
It's
table.
again.
Sorry, I didn't mean to point you.
All right, rapier.
All 9 of them.
I think I'm actually lowest. I got 7.
18 armor class.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. You just
Ding.
points right off your armor, and it's not good. All right, and then he's gonna try to do his thing again. Come on, guy. You know you can make it. I rolled a natural 5. That's not gonna do it. All right, he is pinned in there. He's literally. If you guys hit him once, he's dropped. I mean, that's all it's gonna take. All right, and speaking of which,
Sacred Flame. Half of that. He can save for half of that.
all right. Dexterity save of
14.
yeah. Well, he rolled a 15, so he's half that, and he still drops.
Okay.
You still killed him.
Fire gets him. He goes down. He's not technically dead, but he's just laying there unconscious and
What are
smoldering,
you going to kill him?
covered with
Oh,
wounds.
yeah.
And
Well, people get out of my way, I kill him.
Is that difficult?
we're staying in initiative because this is still. Now we went from action over here to action over here.
And then
So
it's difficult trying to move through somebody.
Yes.
I'll just move out of the way.
Yeah, you could have just went through me and it's not difficult trying.
okay.
That's why I come up between you two.
Marcus, it is now your turn.
Fairy fire.
Fairy fire on
The bats.
the bats. Suddenly, all the little bats are glowing and easy to see in the dark.
And you get advantage to attack.
Indeed, you do.
Anything you attack them with.
Now that's your. Is that your action to cast that spell?
Oh, that is an action, yeah.
Yes. Do you want to do any of the other stuff? Any moves, bonuses, and all that
Bonus
jazz?
action. So I could also attack. Attack them?
No, attack would be an action,
I got
unless you have some special thing that you do an attack as a bonus action.
I got you. Available. React. Yeah. So are they acting as like one creature?
Essentially, though, the swarm has its own weird things where it can, it can occupy everybody else's space and
I
vice
will
versa.
viciously mock them.
They have no language at all. So I mean, you can yell, "Oh, you stinky
The
bats!"
target can hear you.
However, there are some dudes you could viciously mock hanging
Mama
from the
was
ceiling.
a hairless rat.
All right, I'll attack one of those guys.
Mom was a bat.
Right?
Yeah.
Mama
We
was
make
a
fun of
naked
their
mama rat.
little minor outfits.
Oh, I'm going to make fun of the fact that they hang out with bats because, well,
Well, that's
they're
just
too small.
That's just unkind. All right.
So what do I roll?
What is the? Can you give me the spell?
1d4 psychic, and yeah, 60-foot range.
Wisdom
all that
save.
duration, instantaneous.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, and then it gets disadvantage. Okay, got it. So, wow, these guys. So it's a 16 on the wisdom save. So that's a save.
That's a save.
He does not care about your vicious mockery.
All right.
This is I am above these insults. I would never-
Literally above.
Quite literally. All right, Anouk. All those cute, adorable bats are now glowing with like crazy purple black light.
They're magic. Kill them.
They're flying everywhere, and
Well,
they're
these
all
guys
just.
are the reason they're like, attacking us in the first place, so I'm gonna shoot him.
I'm sure it's not the pilot.
Seems like
putting on
perfectly
fire.
fair.
It's that too, but I mean, like, he said they're screeching,
Yeah,
going, so, but that's 21.
that's a hit.
That's nice.
So that's 6.
Yeah. You shoot him right in the arm. He lets go, falls down from the ceiling, splats on the floor, into the flaming poop. He's just kicking and screaming and on fire until he just melts into sludge.
I kick ass. Oh my god.
Putting the fire
Is that your first kill so far?
Huh?
Is that your first kill?
No, it's like my third.
All right, well
I was
played.
gonna say good job. But
Guess what, guys? Round 8 since this particular madness has started.
But she
And it's back up to him, and there's a dead guy at your feet.
And the
What's
bar.
on him?
He's holding a rapier. He's got a short bow slung over with a quiver of black-fletched arrows. And as you quickly rifle through, you see one more of those vials that are like the one that looks just like the one he chugged.
Yeah, I'll take that vial.
Let's go ahead and tell you that's just a potion of healing, just like out of the player's book. And that's the only other thing he has.
All right,
And you can see, just as you're looking at him, he looks sort of like an elf, but weird. Like his skin is gray, his hair is long and jet black, and his eyes, which are still like fixed and open, are solid black, like a shark's.
What's his ears look like?
Pointed.
Told you.
And then I'll move into that last area if there is anything.
That's just the corner of the room. Yeah, here. That's it. So that's it.
I couldn't see with
Corner.
All right,
You
Leah.
could catch up to us because you're not doing anything else.
I will.
By the time they could make their way over, because they got to go all the way back, then up the little thing. But whatever's going on with these bats will be long over by the time they catch up.
We
with
got
you.
exploration we can do down here.
It does look like there is another area you can explore.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
now,
taking the
that's on that's on the that's on a different level.
Yeah, we still have it here.
Yeah, you haven't gone through that other room. This is true.
Might
So
as well.
we're still in initiative, so you guys will have to go do this the slow way until this bat thing is resolved.
Yep.
All right, so Leah, what are you gonna do?
I'm
Oh,
going.
by the way, because this is now it's round 2 for when you set the poop on fire, the poop spreads. Now we have two squares of flaming poop. It's going up. It's about 5 feet high, and just slowly spreading, and the odor is just amazing. Oh, nice. We'll hold that back. That'll come in handy in just a minute.
I will
Yeah, I got mine.
cast Burning
Oh, I should have bought
Hands
the wall of fire we got.
On this
right
one.
in front of me. Yep.
Cool.
That would be a dexterity saving throw versus
You know, you can make a wall of fire with 2 pennies and a green pad, right?
13, I believe.
Huh?
Yeah, you just cut a couple squares of like green scrub pad, and then you glue them to 2 pennies.
Yes,
and then you
versus
paint them red.
13.
Wall of fire.
For half.
Get away from it.
All right, they did save for half.
So they take 5.
Okay.
More fire.
Usually just like a whole bunch of dead charred bats just sort of fall out of
You
the
got it, I got it.
thing, but there's just still so many of them.
Bring that for me.
Hundreds of
Got
bats.
those.
All right, Torn.
Is it Thorn?
Yeah.
Is this guy still alive or what?
Oh, he's sort of twitching and gasping and unconscious and will be dead unless somebody just wants to finish him off.
Finish him.
Mercy killing. Mercy killing.
You want to interrogate him? You want to try and interrogate him today? Are we down for this? I do. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this guy by the collar. I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm gonna see if he speaks anything I can speak.
He's not. He is
not
literally
unconscious.
like almost. He's dying rapidly.
Okay, I'm just
He's
gonna,
already failed a couple of his death saves.
I'm just gonna. Good night, sweet prince.
All right, and he's dead.
Just look at the flowers.
Puts his hand over his mouth and goes,
And he's done. Okay, cool.
That was the awesomest way to kill someone ever.
And there's a pole all around him. Bash him against the stalactite.
Oh, good night. Just in case. All right. Little guy there, still hanging from the ceiling. He throws a rock in the face of the wizard.
It's a good place to put it.
He's literally just like this, and he just reaches up, and you see that he just literally like supernaturally seems to be able to pull a rock just right off the wall. That's just huge, and he just chucks it right at your face.
Left-handed?
Yeah.
At your face.
This guy does not screw around. They're wimpy, but this is one little cool trick they got. That is a 16. Does that get you?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a wizard.
Yeah, he's a wizard.
Might
He
kill
ain't got
me.
no armor.
Might kill me.
Shield.
Depends on how big of a rock you
Hey,
get.
shield.
That is 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
He did about kill me.
You just get hit right in the side of the head. You have a giant goose egg and little Tweety birds flying around. All right, and that's all he can do. He just still dangling there from the ceiling. Meanwhile, bats completely invade your space, which a swarm can totally do.
Yeah.
So there's right there, right all up in your business,
I'm back here in my bubble. Please get out.
and they are going to attack you.
I love this.
But I love you, you say as they come and try to scratch and claw and gouge at you. That would be a wild 7 to hit, so that's not going to happen.
No, they love me.
That sucks. I guess loving them helped a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Penman.
How much are the rings individually?
Well,
The body's already been looted.
7 of them, so it'd be $21. We can have that.
he took the.
You saw him take the vial,
He
and he
took
doesn't
the
seem to
vial.
ignore. He's ignoring the weapons.
Yeah, I'm taking the weapons, arrows.
Sure.
They're right up my alley.
The arrows are
Short
good.
bow,
He's got a
daggers.
short bow, and he's got a rapier. Rapier is
Rapier
a little
from
big
my
for you, but you can still use it.
Yeah.
It's just a normal rapier. Just very interesting craftsmanship, though. And
So I got a rapier,
rapier and a short bow.
short bow, and you say he had a dagger?
No, he did not have a dagger.
Okay.
But he does have 14 more arrows with these black fletching. Which, again, they're all non-magical or anything like that, but they're all very unusual of make. They do not come from this world.
Whoa.
Let's go put him back.
All right, I gotta take him off the initiative order now because he's very dead. And Derek.
Do those arrows do 1d8 damage?
No, these are D6 for sure.
Okay, they are same as what I've got. So.
They're just more. You have more ammo, and it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just
All
run into
black.
the dark there, ain't you?
You can see.
He can see. No
Oh, you
problem.
can see?
I think it's quiver. too.
Dwarves live underground. They're-
My world.
Oh,
Joke's on
regular
you.
door.
Yeah, he loves this area.
all right,
I mean, you
Nord.
get stabbed in the back.
Bats.
Besides that,
Bats everywhere.
Well,
you guys
I have to say, you've caught me by surprise.
I'll
I'm going to take my
I carry it, it's
crossbow.
okay.
take me forever to catch up.
Excellent choice.
He got the same move.
And I have a +5 on that dealio.
I got
Me too.
And hit. Please see if you kill him.
No.
You totally kill him. Shoot him in the face. He falls down into the flames. Wizard of Oz or Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
All right, Anouk.
know
But I
you guys
love
are
you.
married to Jessica.
Do you try to hug a bat?
No.
Hug a pap.
You get a handful of
That's
them.
use echolocation, so I'm gonna take a high flute and play a high pitched noise to try to person.
Ooh.
Interesting. I like it.
Wow.
Okay.
What am
I will. I'm going to go ahead and just say they're going to have disadvantage in their next round. So they're just screwing with their sensory things.
Wow, that's kind of unusual action. Nice.
Okay, I'll just say that's going to last for one round before they'll get used to what you're doing.
I was hoping they would just do somewhere else in the
No, they have been magically screwed with to be a nasty swarm with you guys. However, the guys who are doing that are gone, and maybe that'll wear off. Okay, round 9. Back to the top of the order.
I'll
Right.
I'll move as fast as I can to catch up with the dwarves, including dashing. So.
So 60 feet with them.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55,
So you can go more than catch up.
Hi.
All right, Leah.
Yeah, I will firebolt the bats.
Firebolt's bat is certainly a reasonable thing to do.
20. The one person trying to
20
initiate,
hits.
one person set them
Full
fire.
damage. Oh, go ahead and throw a big fire right there, spreading up. This time it'll be. Fire's getting big. It's getting pungent and distracting and awful.
10 points down.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, they're still around, but whole bunch more bats just come dropping down, little charred little bodies, and then the ranger just like playing your sad little flute song. Torn.
If I have to dash, put me right there. It should be about the same distance.
Oh, great.
with the torch.
By the way,
We sat on
I yell at him going, hey!
yeah, hey.
Come small one.
Now because you know.
He's real tiny.
Now, because the whole round system is abstract, and you are coming right up next, I'm not going to say that you literally couldn't just follow behind them, because it is happening almost simultaneously. So, as fun as it would be just to say you're groping around completely in the dark,
What it is,
it's not like you're just standing around waiting for him to run down the hall.
I'm getting the weapons off this guy, and next thing I know, the light just starts
Where
disappearing.
did everybody go? All right, these guys are off the map now, but bats. Bats are going to go. Actually, they're going to continue forward because they're a swarm. So now they're kind of right there, adjacent to all of you, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. But I love you.
They love you back.
They love you back a lot. Yes, they are. So that's one roll. Oh, I think the one is going to be what they go with. Yeah. Yeah, you screw with them so bad, they're just.
So a bunch of them fell into the flame?
Actually, I'm going to say, go ahead and roll a d6 of damage, just as they, not really that they're dying, but they just some of them disperse out of the swarm. All right, nice. Murderer. All right, Pinman, you can chase after him, and no problem. Yeah. His little legs can only go so fast. All right, Derek.
Dash it
10, 15. Oh, wait, not that.
Oh, what are you doing? Let's get this last room here.
Probably right.
Go ahead and hit this last room.
All right, Nerd.
I refuse to split the party.
Not that many
Yeah,
bats
okay.
left.
So.
There's like a swarm of maybe a dozen bats are still seem to be all frenzied.
Minor illusion, I'm going to try to just make a thunderclap of a sound that will cause them to disperse.
All right. Roll a Constitution save. I roll a 1. All right. They disperse. The swarm is gone.
You scared the bat.
The fire, it continues to spread. You see very well now because the room is well lit up.
Is there anything else in here?
That you do see the poop fire is continuing to spread, and in fact, if you stay here long, the fumes may knock you straight unconscious.
Let's get out of here.
Seems like a
So
perfectly
after that,
reasonable move.
cantrip, I want to take a full move. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. And a nook will be the end of this last round. Then we can break out of the whole initiative cycle for a minute because there's no more active combat going on and there's no craziness.
Are we going to check this room? Anyone?
That's what I say.
All right, let's call a 5-minute bio break for everybody. I certainly could go for it. But we'll try to make it brief so we can get back to it and finish this.
Indeed.
The cave up. You guys have explored quite a bit of it already. Nobody's died yet.
Yeah,
We've been pretty close.
yeah.
Beautiful 7 wizard influence.
They got an iPhone charger.
I do in my car, but I don't have.
Huh?
But it is a 15-foot long cable.
Hey, that's a
So,
good.
So what's going on is
Yeah, we're
we
taking
have
a five-
defeated a
we're
bunch
taking-
of bats. We've
we're taking
killed a
quick
bunch of
5-minute break.
some type of minor type
Yeah, I know.
things that are in the dungeon.
We're gonna get pretty
We've
close. They've
killed an
explored almost
assassin.
everything in the cave.
Scored a little bit of treasure. So we've killed some stuff.
One guy
We've been
dropped.
successful so far, and the party is hopefully about to come back together in the caverns because we did commit the cardinal sin, which is never split the party.
But it also sped up the exploration of the dungeon.
Didn't it? So we're probably going to hook back up here shortly, and then see where we're going to go from there. It looks like maybe we have a waterfall to cross or something. I'm not entirely certain. The map is awesome, and we haven't cleared everything yet, but we've cleared a great portion of the map already. So we got some more splaining to do, and a little more exploring to do. So as soon as we get grouped back up, we'll be doing that. We're taking a short bathroom break, and of course, I get my favorite Coke Zero right out of the cooler here at the shop. So that's fun. We have some snacks here, candy bars and sodas and chips and stuff that people buy sometimes, or sometimes they bring their own. If you live anywhere in the Kentucky area or northern Tennessee, near I-75, we play Dungeons and Dragons here on Friday nights, Saturdays. They usually play Pathfinder. Sunday afternoon we play Dungeons and Dragons. And Thursday night they also play Pathfinder. We have Pathfinder Society here Thursday. So we have a lot of role-playing stuff. As you see, this table right here is built exclusively for RPG games, although some of the Battletech guys play on it too. But this is built so that it has a well that we play in. So the mats are out there, and the dice don't roll off the table. Gives us a nice area to play on, and also an area to rest our arms on. This one was built by my son and I, and we do sell these tables. They're very sturdy. I think we could probably stand everybody in the party on it at the same time. So, if you get a chance, come in, check out the shop, play some D&D with us or Pathfinder. Look at the cool accessories we have, like the tables or the dice or the miniatures, or we carry all the books for Pathfinder, all the books for Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm going to grab a candy bar real quick and take a pee break. So join us back here shortly.
So how do you feel about getting that? Feel accomplished? Just a question.
What?
Gee, I just said, how do you feel about
He's
getting
mocking
that?
you.
You just immediately went on the offensive.
He's mocking you.
I feel that they're on fire.
I feel like y'all are mocking me and I'm gonna kick your asses with it. Let's see what people on Facebook are saying.
Yeah, what are they saying?
I don't know.
Is everybody enjoying the fiery bat boot? Fiery bat boot. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the fiery bat.
My phone
Jamie, I
went
saw
by
the
every
poster in
30 minutes.
Elizabethtown. I'm like, yeah, the wrong damn end of the state. But I was guessing they were big fire.
I harassed Larry. I actually stayed with Aaron Whitman. I had some business to do with him too.
Yeah.
So then back over here for my dog.
What is tomorrow? Wednesday the 21st.
He's like the opposite of Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
He doesn't release the hound. His pudgy dog just licks you to death.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working for Phil and Kaylee at Gen Con.
Oh, fantastic.
Selling t-shirts. Is that one of yours?
No, this is actually Off-World Design. My friend Sarah. Sarah normally is just a salesperson with Shea. This is one of the few t-shirts she has.
Okay. I don't like that one. My favorite shirt.
You ready to kill the last thing?
I'll see when I come back.
That's awesome.
Hi guys.
All right, so we've ended the movement by melee round kind of thing,
Yeah,
right?
you guys can,
Would you move that character over here?
if you want, you can gather everybody back up, or keep the party split up again and go in two different directions again. That's all.
Are you guys all coming
perfectly-
this way?
Yeah.
All right, so move them all up here. Each time we've gone up a level, we've run into some more looks like key stuff. So I suggest we go up the level here
Yeah.
and see what we run into.
Down to the wire. We got half an hour left.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put us in some sort of
You gonna do marching order? Who's gonna go first? Halfling.
well, he just about has to if we're gonna have
You're
it
about put him about halfway up.
about halfway up. Okay. And I'm going to pull up on the side of them here. Anybody else wants to put their characters up?
I'll be towards the middle.
That would be about right.
Let's put him right behind me. I'll get out of his way and he can go in and attack him.
The barbarian.
I guess I will also be back.
All right, the big beefy guys in the back.
Play our tanks.
We'll see how this works.
The little guys in the front.
We got to scale the damage.
You guys got this.
Now, you technically don't have
Yeah.
a tank per se because there is no big heavily armored fighters. The dwarf is the closest to the tank you got.
Can I move this?
He's
Can
a
we see
quarter.
further than we can see?
We'll just keep it there for just a second. Now all you guys in the front, you can hear. You know, I told you how you could hear that sound of male chanting earlier. It's getting louder. It sounds. If you don't understand the language, it sounds weird and spidery and funky.
Uh-oh.
But it's this male voice, and it's very in this ritual pattern, like he's repeating a phrase, but putting inflection on different parts of the words, and it sounds sort of vaguely magical. But you wouldn't even make a roll, like you couldn't know exactly what he's going. But this is definitely being proficient in Arcana. You know that some kind of thing is going on up there.
He's doing a ritual.
And
Stop it.
so let's do what I need now is perception checks from the three of you in the front.
Not me.
Okay.
10.
Nice.
Definitely got
All right. So you're able to shout a warning because one of these little guys just climbs over the edge because this is actually a 15-foot drop into this big, rapid-flowing pool. He literally climbs up over the side and just literally has his little miner's pick and tries to reach out and just basically hook your foot and try to drag you over. So, however, because of her warning, you're not surprised when he tries to do this.
You can keep it.
So he rolls a 13 on his attempt to nap you. So he missed you, just quickly duck out of the way, but he wasn't even trying to hurt you. He was just literally trying to hook your foot and knock you down into the water, which is still hurting you. All right, so he's just kind of hanging there on the very edge. And then you also see, in just a second, and then you see another one is right next to him who also tries to go for you. He gets a natural 18, so that's going to be a 22. So he's basically got you hooked. Now I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Very good.
pulling your foot out from under you.
Not my foot.
8. Okay. Splash. You don't take any damage. However, you are now in freezing cold water that is like swirling around, and that is not good.
Did that guy climb up the wall, or is there a rope he climbed up?
No, these guys climb up the wall. That's one of their special abilities. If it's stone, they can mess with it.
They don't have to have a hand
Okay.
on it.
Yeah, they actually have like climb speed on rock, just like that. Because they are not natural creatures of this world, so they fall down in there. All right, let's go ahead and do initiative. Probably the last one of the game, because we'll probably hold into this as you explore the next room and see what's going on up there too.
17. But now I know.
This is Harley Quinn issue 23. Fighting dirty. Really cool Henry Connor cover, close up for her. Ready to throw down. The shower.
So we'll start over here.
7.
Hey,
17. Yeah. 7. So, wait, you're both 7?
Yep.
Okay.
no, 23.
You're both 7. So, what is your dexterities?
14.
60.
Okay, so you were down below and you were. initiative?
Oh, 10, sorry.
Okay, no worries.
A big 10.
And finally, Marcus.
18. James jumped in his watch.
This is Web of Spider-Man. Slip sliding away, issue 23.
Threw me out.
Where were you at again?
Slide, man. Hey, what do you want?
So you are the lead-off guy.
This Web of Spider-Man issue
Yes.
Water.
Okay. Oh, guess what? Yeah, you react first as you are in the water, and you feel that you are that there's this current that is pulling on you, that wanting to pull you down and up against the rock wall. So
The water's
He's in a whirlpool.
The water's angry.
So, what you need to do, first I need you to make an athletics check, which if you don't have athletics, just a straight strength check.
Good. Let's see if I don't have athletics, because that seems better. I have acrobatics.
Yeah, that's not the
Dexterity.
Oh, dude.
So make a strength check for me, please.
Well,
All right, you guys look down and you see near his head, under the water, as you're. All right. So you're down there now. Yeah, you can still attempt an action. So if you want, you can now try to make another athletics check to swim your way back up. But that will definitely be your movement portion of the program for sure.
Mock the water.
I will. So I have to make what check again?
Another athletics check. You're fighting a very strong current. Okay.
One.
Okay. You rolled another one?
Yeah.
These were
Okay.
both twos.
He rolled the
But
two.
I have a
he
minus
made
one strength. They're literally modified ones.
All right. So just so you know, you're kind of currently sucked under through the hole and going rapidly toward the waterfall.
Well, we might be down in there.
That sucked. Literally.
I'm going to try to swim with it. Can I swim with it?
Yeah. Well, at this point, that seems to be exactly what you're doing.
You don't have a choice.
All right.
Yeah,
That
you
was
don't have a choice.
that I did not expect. All right. All right, Anouk.
I am going to shoot this guy.
shoot this guy.
Well, actually, I mean, if you just step over, you just kick him in the face and knock him off the
Can I
side.
do that? Can I kick him on the face?
Yeah. Just step over and do it. All right, roll. You're gonna need to roll it'll be an unarmed combat, so it'll be attack plus your strength bonus.
I'm better off shooting him.
If you want to shoot him, I mean, honestly, if you want to kick, I'll let you do a dexterity-based attack. I'll let your foot be a finesse weapon. That's fine.
Okay, so,
There you go.
Because your bigger point is just knocking on the water, less than try to.
Oh, D4?
Knock him in the water so he chases Marcus.
First you have to hit him. Yeah, first you have
Have
to
we
hit him.
officially hit him yet?
Oh yeah, we have to roll for him.
I'm sorry.
What would you 11? All right, you did not, and that's what your dex bonus. All right, now you didn't.
Oh, that was fun.
You came really close though. Good try.
Bilingual fun.
So he's still there. You try to kick him in the face, it didn't work. All right, Torn.
You wouldn't learn that one in Spanish class.
Yeah, Dora the Explorer did not help me with that one either. All right, Barbarian, what are we doing?
Walk me over there and punch him right in the face. Or I'm gonna kick him in the water. Try
Are
to
you gonna kick him in the water? Well, move the Barbarian.
First you
up.
have to get up there.
Which would you?
You know you want to. You've been
Those
flying to
same
me
white
over
shirt
there.
guys been moving stuff all day.
The internet says that's your problem.
Yeah,
My problem? I'm trying to be a good guy. Save
Yeah,
you
put him right up there, yeah, in front of the hammer.
You like to touch those.
All right, roll it.
Boom, 16.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
All right, go ahead and roll D4 plus strength. You probably just snapped his neck.
Probably.
D4.
Not a D4.
Oh, well, we got math, remember? And geometry. 1 plus strength, so 3.
And
4.
he's dead.
You killed it.
Killed him, and he just dissolves into sludge in the water, and that's just awful.
Hey, that was my
All right, it's Torn. Pinman.
I'm gonna step up and stab the other one with my short sword.
Alright, you can slide in between them with your.
Actually, with this new rapier, I can reach between them. I don't even have to step up there.
Too, right? Well,
Yeah, he can step in between the two big guys because he's little. He's like a little child.
19.
That's a hit.
8 plus 3, 11 points of damage.
Very dead.
Look.
Alright, well, those are what you guys there. However, you guys are looking over the side and you see literally no sign of the bard.
Nope.
We lost the bard, guys.
What happened? Does anybody
It's
want?
clearly very slight of Bill.
We're gonna go ahead and stay in the order because things are still gonna happen pretty quickly. So that was Pinbin. Derek.
I ain't doing that.
I ain't doing that.
You don't want to jive in heroically to save the bard?
Thanks.
With all that armor
You could
on,
just
yeah.
sink like a rock. Well, do you want to keep on moving up and just say, oh, well, easy come, easy go, or just stand there and hold your hand over your heart for a minute?
I'll stand here and
Say a quiet prayer. Alas, poor bard, we hardly knew.
We've been friends a long time, me and Nard the Bard.
Nord.
A single manly tear slides down your beard. All right. Now, well, they're not going to go because they are dead. So cool. All right, Leah.
Can I try to make either like a listen roll or a perception roll to kind of hear which way the direction of the water?
Yeah, you don't need to. You saw the waterfall from the other side. You know exactly that when you look down, it's easy to figure out. Oh, the water comes in somewhere from over there, swirls around in this pool, and then gets sucked through a hole to create that waterfall you guys saw in the other room. So you figure.
Run down there and catch you.
I'll look over at the cleric. Do you have any rope? We need to find something that he can grab onto.
Another level. That leads to that.
What kind of pack do you
yeah,
have?
I'm saying right here. There's a waterfall that leads into that.
I don't have any equipment.
Yes.
Well, sometimes they'll say if your sheet just says things like Dungeoneer's pack or Wilderness pack, that's obnoxious because those packs all have stuff in them that are in the player's handbook.
What kind of pack do you have?
Yeah, I think almost all of the packs have ropes. You guys want a rope, you got a rope, that's fine.
Yeah, I have the Entertainer's pack, so. In fact, I don't have that anymore because I've taken off everything except my sword, my rapier. That's the only thing I still got on me. I've dropped my pack and my hand crossbow and my money pouch.
Is there an area like behind the crossbow where you can kind of make like a tether from the catch? Like it kind of flows downwards till we walk underneath.
Well, if you would have to literally try to run over here and just maybe try to lasso him as he flies by.
I always talk about like one person standing on either side of the waterfall and trying to make a tether.
Well, right now you'd have someone who'd have to cross this gap to be on the other side of the
I
waterfall.
thought it kind of went underneath it.
Yeah, you guys, unless somebody dove into the water down for where that goes, you'd have to. The only thing you could possibly do is try to somehow grab him as he flies by, and hope that you didn't get pulled down too.
Tie a rope to you.
We may have cut losses in the
I'm very slight, so.
But you literally have a split second to make a decision if you're what you're gonna do. You
it.
grabbed a rope. What do you want to do?
Grab a rope. I'm going to tie it around me. Throw
All
it.
right. You try the rope. You tie it around your waist, and then you go ahead and roll it over here. All right. Next, it is your turn.
Okay, I'll throw him.
All right. So you're gonna hold and wait for Nard to fly by. All right. Cool.
Ah, just throw him to the other side.
This is the most ridiculous thing. I love it. It's moments like this is why I love Dungeons and Dragons. All right. All right. Go ahead and roll. We made this a dexterity based.
Dexterity based?
And
16.
16. That's awesome. And that's even above your armor class. You get it. Now, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can grab on effectively to the flying lizard. 14. Good enough. You guys, hold on. The rope goes, and then and you're like dug in your heels. You got the rope, and they're just dangling there, just water pouring all around you.
Guys, help.
Both of you take 1 point of damage.
That killed me.
I'm unconscious now.
Luckily, these are both two light able, so it takes your minute. Roll an athletics check.
Killed the wizard.
It was worth it.
19.
All right, cool. You get haul them back up, soaking wet. All of your stuff has gone down into this pool down 40
my
feet
rapier.
below. So if you're rapier, you
It is my duty to
hold on to your
protect
rapier.
people underneath me. And I feel that the bar is underneath me.
Nice. That was well played. I like it.
All right, so
Meanwhile, the dwarf is like holding his hand.
I checked under the water there. There's no more of them down there.
Yeah, yep, those were the only two. You
Very
saw the
secure.
whole deal.
Thanks for the help, guys.
Good job.
Okay, we'll just start the initiative order again in a minute. When or so happens, you guys can go ahead and go up the thing now.
Should we take a short rest to kind
This
of...
would be nice.
It would be. Do you want to do that? Because honestly, you've already had a couple of more. I haven't really been doing the time thing super well, but you actually have been.
Yeah, but that whole thing was 1 minute.
It's really only been a minute, so you've only accumulated one more of these anyway.
Want to take a short rest? I think we should take
Yeah, I need that.
Short rest.
I need that second rage.
So just so you know, as you guys are up there, you're hearing this chant of a male voice that's right on the other side.
Dude, they're chanting. We better interrupt that shit.
I mean, you do know that whatever is going on is.
We better
I
interrupt
mean,
that
if you
shit.
want to take a short rest, you can. I mean, I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna stealth and see if I can see where the chanting will come.
Roll the stealth.
Oh God, 10.
10.
Yeah, that failed.
Okay, well that's your roll for stealth. We'll go ahead and hold on to that.
I like my 21 better.
So, guys, we better interrupt that chanting.
Right. So, and you're gonna go up here and
I know. Me too.
hug the wall and reconnoiter.
Yeah.
Or which wall do you want to hug?
Direction of chanting
Go
coming
ahead.
from.
Why haven't...
We'll go ahead and reveal the rest.
Yeah, so I still got... Oh, no, I cast Fairy Fire. I have one...
If I was
We've got one slot left.
well, I figured that was a hole, so I'd probably be hugging the other one, right? This is a hole.
Actually, not quite how it looks there.
This is a hole. I'm probably hugging that wall.
I'm honestly not
There's
sure.
a little hidey hole there. You guys see a sarcophagus. Standing directly behind the sarcophagus is a dude.
I take from mine, I go home.
It's my mind. I go...
You got this.
Ooh, is that a gold plaque?
Actually, it's like a big copper brazier, like an offering bowl up in a iron stand. And he's actually on top of the stone sarcophagus. This guy's planted these two candles that are glowing with this like purpley black light flame.
Get him.
Change my mind, I go home.
I did not sign up for this.
I give.
Okay, let's get him. Let's get him, get him.
All right, and so now we're going to consider this just a round one. We'll keep the same rolls we got before, which means Nard, you're soaking wet. You only have one weapon, but you are
10,
in there.
15, 20, 25, 30, and I will cast
All right,
Charm Person.
charm person.
No, I better not do that. Yeah, I'm going to try.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try Charm Person. Bam! I'm within range. Which is good because I didn't check for Andrew never checks for traps when he plays a thief, and I never check for range when I play a spellcaster.
See, the thing is, on top of that, I don't check traps, and even if I did, I'm terrible at it. So.
Yeah, he'd never find them anyway.
Yeah.
That is an 18 on his save.
Not a bad.
So he's so focused, you can see him, and there's a chanting. You can literally see like the flames just seem to be pulsing with his words.
Well, for him to save versus charm person, that would have broken his concentration.
Nope.
I'm trying everything, man.
I know.
Put the candle out.
Go up to.
Oh, and then one other detail I forgot to mention: he's got a raven sitting on his shoulder, just this big bird.
Shoot it off. Shoot the thing with an arrow at the face.
Okay.
Kill the bird.
Your turn.
It's an arrow bandage.
You want to go hug the bird?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill the bird.
Okay.
And so when I'm gonna shoot an arrow at his face.
That seems completely reasonable.
So that's 16.
Yes, actually you do.
Sweet. All right.
That's a cold shot at his face, man.
So it's 10.
Okay.
That's nice.
Ow. Didn't quite get him in the face, but you hit him.
In the trachea.
It's but he literally just keeps his focus on the words. He's got this just crazed look in his eye as he's staring down.
No one will stop me from having my revenge.
All right.
No one. Fucking fallen cover and Spider-Man's fall.
And then things drop from the ceiling. Little guys, same as before, but they seem to have this like crazy lust and frenzy in their eyes, like whatever's going on here is a big deal to them. Down. Here. Alright. Actually, she's in a stone wall, so she's good. Okay.
I know they didn't spot me. I was good.
Actually, yeah, they do have to still spot you with your 10.
Yeah. Like 10.
Another 1. He does not spot you. Never
So
mind.
they go right past me.
Yep, you're like hiding over here. Like... Actually, it's King Rush, the Ranger. Alright, so that'll be 1 attack on the bird. That is going to be a 12. No, excuse me, 14 to hit. Nope. 2 attacks on the Ranger. It's going to be a 13 and a 12. Sure what this does.
Yeah, 15.
Alright. Awful. Come on, kill the wizard. And I rolled a d12, so that's definitely not going to work. 13 plus 17 on the wizard.
I'm gonna
That's 6.
pop up my last first level.
6 points of damage.
Always pops up his shit.
Oh, wow. It would have been 6 points of damage, and suddenly, like, sparks fly off your invisible magic.
I'm out of first level spells.
And you're done.
Sweet.
Excellent.
There goes my plan.
Alright, it's Torn, the barbarian.
I'm gonna kill somebody else.
I'm gonna stretch me straight at that big guy.
Run
Yeah,
right through the
yeah,
big guys.
yeah,
Just you?
yeah.
5, 10,
Yeah.
15.
You can't actually move through an enemy square anymore.
Okay.
So 5,
Nope.
Oh, well,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Now, when he moves, but even when he's moving through the friendlies, he's going to be provoking a couple of opportunity attacks in the
Yeah.
way. So let's resolve those real quick.
yeah, I'll take him.
All right, I figured you would. You're trying to get to the big bad,
Not yet. No, because mine wore off, but I still have. One.
and then actually you need to stop there anyway because something is triggered by you getting that
Oh,
close. So that'll be a 8
Yeah, it might
and
have
a 13.
I took a 13.
No, that's just to hit rolls.
No,
So I think you're missed.
yeah, I'm 14. 14.
14.
I have 14 health, 14 armor
All right,
class.
you're missed by that. Okay, suddenly.
So he gave a 13 and that killed me. We have 0 health of any kind from anyone, do we?
Suddenly, a purple flame leaps up from the offering bowl, just casting crazy light in the room, and your shadows are pulled out long. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
He's a barbarian.
Y'all back my intelligence.
Never mind.
One.
Alright.
Technically a 2, but
The strangest sensation you've ever felt in your life happens as your shadow literally is ripped from you, detaches,
I need that.
and suddenly resolves into this thing that's like right there.
Well,
4 minutes.
And then that
Sorry,
happens.
everybody, you're not going to see the end of this. We'll have to do an update later.
Alright. So I'll use my bonus action, rage, and I'm gonna smack it.
As well you should. Get you stupid shadow.
I got a 4.
He got mad at
Alright.
his own shit.
Oh, yeah. He got mad and missed it.
Swing at the shadow. Alright, cool. Alright, Pinman. You see all this. This is horrible.
This is horrible, yes. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I am going to pour my water into the fire to try and put it out.
That's interesting. Sure. Okay. This is a big bowl, say this wide. You're holding like your little canteen out of there. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh my god.
Crit.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'll give it to you. You just go, you shake it up and spray it down there and you douse the flame, at least for the moment. The embers and coals are still right there.
Flip
But
that
you
dish
put it
over.
up.
Does the purple thing?
But you know, that was extremely cool, so I'll give you an inspiration for that one.
Flip that dish over.
However, this shadow is still there.
Oh,
I don't think I have any action left to flip the dish over.
No, you already did your thing. But it was a pretty cool thing. That's actually that could seriously help. Okay.
I was going to put the candles out until
All right.
that burst into flames.
The warlock chants and then suddenly throws out his head. Yes, he is a warlock. And throws his head back and cackles in triumphant laughter. And the candle flame shoots up to the ceiling. And then the candles go dark.
Okay.
That's his
Right.
round.
Now I'm blind.
Derek.
I still got my torch. I dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah. The torch is still
Drop
light
in
in the
the
room.
I'll attack that one.
So is that it for the stream? Do we have to say goodbye to our loving audience?
Yeah, I think we should probably say goodbye.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm about to kill the
Hey.
entire party. TPK.
I'm not dead yet. I can